Okay, I'm not gonna... I realize I logged out of my Discord to use my second phone as a camera. So I'm not gonna announce in Discord, but I think that's fine. Okay. Wow, low-key, this dress is cute, but it kind of looks like a diaper. Okay, let's see. Slash Lychee. Hi, JP. How are you doing? What is up? Hi, Jed. How's it going? Okay. Done. Okay, cool. Oh, hi, Samurai. Hi, Michael. Hi, Digi. Hello, friends. Welcome to the impromptu stream that was not supposed to happen. It's super funny because I keep being like, this is my last stream before EDC, and then I'm like, hi, I'm here again and again. And it just keeps happening. Okay. Do you hear an echo at all? Let me know. Because there shouldn't be, but there could be one. Hi, T. How are you doing? I'm going to also go get more water. I'll be back. That's fine. I will just leave that door somewhat open. Hi, Ruby. How are you doing? What is up? What is up? You're gonna sleep early. Good night. Are you flying out of Newark? No. So I was actually supposed to fly out of LaGuardia. So when more people come in, I'll tell the tale of why I'm here right now. But yeah, so does anyone hear an echo or is it okay? It's fine. I was delayed. It's fine, honestly, it was fine. In a way, I think this scheduling actually worked out for the better. I would have just loved to have known beforehand. Sounds fine? Okay, no echo? Okay, cool. Yeah, so anyways, here I am streaming, which we did not expect. Okay, hold on, let me mute. It's because I'm using my phone as the second camera, and it's talking. Stop making sound. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just plug it into my AirPods. Okay, let me try this. Hello. Perfect. Now it'll just feed through them. Just put those over there. Hi, Poppy. How are you doing? But yes. So it's like oh, okay, hold on, no, let me put these further away. Hi, Maijin, what is up? But what? Hold on one second. So what I'm doing is I'm using my phone as a second camera because I'm going to show me making bracelets, but then like I can only turn my phone down all the way. It's still on one volume, so I can hear myself because I like called myself on Discord. I can hear myself talking. So I'm trying to get it to go through the headphones, but it's only connecting sometimes. I think it's because my AirPods are jank. So now I can hear it through the AirPods now too. But it's fine. If you guys can't hear it, it doesn't matter. It's just bothering me because I'm like so fucking noise sensitive with my TISM ears. Also, how's the background music? Is it nice and nice and stuff? You need a case. I do have a case. I just don't use it when I am using the gimbal because the case cannot fit in the gimbal. Tends to be how it is. Hi, Redcoat. How are you doing? What is up? What is up? Hopefully it'll fall. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it falls. It's just sitting on my desk right now. Nothing's gonna happen if it falls. Is your flight really early tomorrow? My flight is really early. So the reason why I was not, I was supposed to fly out of LaGuardia at 7 p.m. today. So I leave my apartment at 4, a little past 4. I'm in the Uber, the Lyft or whatever. And then I get a notification that my flight got delayed a little over an hour to 8:13. But the issue was that I didn't have a direct flight. I had to fly from New York to to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Vegas, right? But then the thing was, my layover in Atlanta was only an hour. So if my flight gets delayed by an hour and then my layover was only an hour, I now will not be able to make my connecting flight. So I called Delta while I'm in the Uber on the way to LaGuardia. And they're like, yeah, there's no other connecting, blah, 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 blah. So what they ended up doing is they put me on a flight out of JFK, thank God, because fuck LaGuardia. They put me on a flight out of JFK at 7 a.m. tomorrow, which actually works a lot better for me than I land in Vegas a little before 10 a.m. because, you know, the time difference. That actually works a lot better for me. So yay, I guess, kind of. Thank you to Jern. Thank you. And we're still doing the dono goal, my first Olive Garden IRL plus my monthly subscriptions. How much do Ubers cost? Well, I had to pay $50 for the Uber, so that was kind of annoying, but literally I was in the Uber and I had to be like, yo, can you like turn around? And the dude is like, what the fuck? But sure. But yeah, it didn't cost me anything to switch flights because it was like their fault, not my fault. Right? So I'm not mad at it. So instead of doing connecting flight, I get a direct flight. Because here's what was going to happen. Me and my friend, when we booked all this shit long ago, we had a bit of a miscommunication. She's the one who's like the head of our group. Like every group, I feel like has like a leader. And she's like the leader. I just go where I'm told. Because I've never been to EDC before. So she was like, yeah, we're getting in Wednesday. So I said, oh, it's fine if I get in really late Wednesday / really early Thursday. But she meant they were getting in Thursday. So I was going to be like homeless for like 10 hours. Which is fine because I have other friends that were from a different state that were going to be there. So I was just going to post up with them. But I don't want to impose. And they're totally fine with it. But like I don't want to impose. So now that my flight actually got pushed back and I'm landing in Vegas tomorrow morning, I don't have to be homeless in other people's hotels tonight. So that's cool. So that's what I mean. I guess it kind of worked out besides like having to pay for the Uber I was already in. But yeah, I'm like leaving here at like 3 a.m. So I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. Is Joy going? Joy is going. I'll see Joy tomorrow. I thought LG is good now. Powerful chatters. I don't know. It's like raining a lot here in New York, so I assume that's why. But like, dude, it must be something else because it's not really raining. It's just drizzling. It's like bitch rain. It's not a thunderstorm or anything like that. And then I checked and Atlanta was totally clear. But honestly, I can't even complain because I'm just so glad that all this happened while I was still on the way to the airport, not when I already like sent my bag ahead of me. Like that would have been like a nightmare. And everything with like literally all my necessities in it. So, you know what? No complaints. It is. Will Olive Garden IRL be the one Times Square? Sure, it could be. There's probably other Olive Gardens closer though. I don't know. Like, is the Times Square Olive Garden like the Olive Garden? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, that would be like a harder Olive Garden to get like a quiet corner at. There's a few of them. Yeah, I'll probably just like, I don't know. I'm not pressed to go to the Times Square one, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's why I'm here today still. So now Brandon and I are flying out almost at the same time. He flies out 30 minutes before me. So now we can go to the airport together, which is pretty convenient at least. Do they still do free breadsticks? I don't know. As you can see by this Bits goal, if you guys want to donate to it. This is for my first ever Olive Garden. I've never been to Olive Garden before, so I can't tell you. Oh, hi Tian, it's been a while. Hi Justin. But yeah, so I'm flying out at 7 a.m. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get there a little before 10, and then we're gonna get to the day party at noon. So I'm just gonna have to get off the plane, get my shit. I want to just shower and then immediately just change, do my makeup, all that, and then I guess start my bender. So that will be a time, but it's okay. Like I said, it's better than getting there in the middle of the night. I would have preferred to get there like maybe like 8 a.m. not 10 a.m. but whatever, can't complain. So you look so yetung. Aw, thanks. I look so cute. Are you gonna partake this weekend in what? Hi, EG. It sucks your flight got canceled. No, it's okay. They put me on a better one. But yeah, so, and I actually bought this flight that I was going to go on with points. And that's why I had a connecting flight, because I was too poor in airline points to buy like a straight flight. So now I get a straight flight for free. So in some ways, like I said, it worked out really well. What day party? At the Porter pool party? Oh my God, I'm going to be at the Porter pool party. Say hi if you see me. Yes, that is actually what we're starting at as well. Hi, Trapula, all that. At least we get our stream. Yes, and that's another thing. I was like, you know what? At least I can stream again, because I was feeling anxious about taking almost like a week off streaming and all that. So here we are. But yeah, can you guys hear the background music? Is it nice and barely audible? Also, I like a chain belt. This bubble dress, I feel like it needs a belt, but I'm like, I don't know what belt you would wear with like a dress like this. If it was black, I could put a chain on it, but it's too cutesy since it's white. So I'm like, I'm not sure. Bonus stream, yes. Bonus stream. You filled in the Donathon form for the people who donate 50 or more to do the Polaroids. I should have. I'm going to do that when I get back, but I know you're in Germany, Justin, so just give me your email, because I can't do international postage. So I'm just emailing the selfie Polaroid and all that to people who are not American. I just noticed the music. Okay, it should be barely audible, but still. Has the terrifying plushie always been there? Oh, it's a Labubu. No. The Labubu's new. Selena got it for me. You don't know what Labubu is? And she has hers on her mic arm, so I put mine on my mic arm. All that. Get back to work. No, literally. Literally. I'm about to be in the sweatshop, bitch. The literal sweatshop. General admission resales are $7.26. Gosh. That's more than I bought my G8 Plus for, my 50. I did sell off a guy, but he was like a friend of a friend, kind of. So like, I feel like because of that, he was just like, he sold it to me for market price, so he didn't profit at all or anything. It looks like a demon. I love Labubu's. Yeah, this is like the super demonic one. Well, because I got this one because this one is so like cutesy, but it has the red eyes, like a bitch is evil, you know. So I was like, oh, oh shit, oh my God, it's possessed by the spirit. Yeah, because Selena had a whole box, so she's like, you want a Labubu? Pick it out. I was like, I want this one. I want it. Oh my God, it's literally possessed. You guys see the demon? Okay, well, just put your email address on the Google form, please. Is it lagging? Is it lagging for anybody else? Okay, how do I, where the fuck should I hang this? Let me know if it's normal for you guys or if it's lagging. I don't want it to be lagging, but sometimes it's just your guys' internet. It's not anymore. Okay, cool. Waking up at 3 a.m. and seeing the Labubu on your nightstand. Yeah, imagine you wake up and the Labubu fucking moved. Especially like this red-eyed demon Labubu. But you guys see what I mean? Like, this is such a cute color combo. Also, I put hardener on my nails. That's why they're so shiny. So my claws are ready for this weekend, aka scratching the shit out of people. I used to have this really bad habit at raves of always scratching my friends on accident. And I've gotten way better at it. But let's see, maybe it'll come out. Because I'll like, if I'm like, people are like pushing around or like something, I'll like grab someone as a stabilizer and then I'm like, oop, just scarred you for life. Because I'm literally just like a cat in like a human body. My friends are like, I have a permanent tattoo from you. I'm like, sorry. I don't understand the Labubu hype. Well, I think a lot of people like things that are cute but scary. I like it because it you guys know Where the Wild Things Are? That children's book. My mom used to read that to me all the time as a kid. So I have like an attachment to that book, and this looks like a kawaii like version of Where the Wild Things Are. Like Labubu literally looks like if fucking Asian people design Where the Wild Things Are. That's pretty much what it is. So, because we made it like cute, you know? Homegirl scratches the shit out of you. Where the Wild Things Are. I know. He looks like he has rabies. He's cute. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I guess it doesn't matter. But it has heart eyes too. But anyways, okay. So on today's bonus stream, you know, I didn't plan to do this stream. I think it's just going to be like a really chill, low-key stream. Had I known, Delta, that I was going to be streaming today, I could have planned something out more. But I'm going to be making candy today. So we can just hang out and you guys can watch me make candy. So I think that'll be very fun, very cute. I did this a couple of years ago. Delta called out. Honestly, I don't blame Delta because the fact that they put me on a better flight and didn't upcharge me it's pretty clutch. pretty clutch. Take a shot. I'll take a shot if we get a lot more bits for the bit goal. But not for free. But yeah, I feel like I'm not even going to sleep tonight because I have to wake up at 3 anyways to leave. Technically, I wouldn't have to leave till like 3:34, but Brandon's flight is a little bit before mine. I'm just like, we might as well just go at the same time, honestly. I'm dying. Delving headfirst into the plur lifestyle. Yeah, I don't have that much candy, honestly. So if you guys don't know what candy is, it's like these cute little beaded bracelets and stuff that people wear at raves. And then sometimes you like do this like cringe ass shit called plur. And then you like exchange wristbands with someone. It's peace, love, unity, respect. And you do like this fucking like Naruto looking thing. And then you put like the bracelet from your wrist to theirs. Anyways, I only have like 3 bracelets left. They're in my suitcase, so I thought I'd make some more. I thought I'd make some for my friends and we can just hang out. I thought you misspelled candy on purpose. No, that's like how you spell candy when it's like raving stuff. It really is so cringe. Oh my god, it's so cringe. It's like cute, but it's also like so incredibly cringe. And I think it's fine to have an appreciation and like cringe things as long as you can recognize that they're cringe. Because to be cringe is to be free. But then like you can't like be like unabashedly cringe. You still have to have cringe awareness, if that makes sense. Peace, love, unity, respect, plur. Interesting, Justin. I made some candy the other day and dropped the bracelet like 4 times. Aw, hi, Gio. And cringe shaming. Can't believe I thought it wasn't cringe back then. Really? I still don't know how to do it. Like peace, love, unity. Like you do this, you and somebody else. Respect, and then you exchange wristbands. But it's fun just to make them. You ever trade with randos? Honestly, I don't like talking to strangers at raves. So I've traded with people I don't know well, but they're not randos. They might be like a friend of a friend. Maybe like once or twice. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my, oh, that's my IRL toolkit. Okay, I'm using my phone as a webcam. So, let me see. You guys can, oh, there's the cats. There we go. Okay, we got the box. So, let's yap and let's make some fucking bracelets. Look, this is all of like Brandon's handy shit. I'm just commandeering it, but he'll probably come in and take it at a point. So are you supposed to be in your pilgrimage? Read the title of the stream. I knew I was gonna get re-asked this so many times, so I just put it in the title. Doing exchanges too much for you? I give them to my friend. Trade for, yeah. What I do sometimes is I'm just like, oh hey, to like my friend, you don't have a lot on your wrist. Here you go. And I just hand it to them. I'm not like, you want to plur? You know, like I ain't that hardcore of a raver. That's like 10,000 beads. Yeah, bro. Imagine like how many kids could like on accidentally choke on these beads. Okay. Unboxing time. Yes. But yeah, so many beads, dude. Crazy. Choke maxing. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember there's this really sad case. You guys remember what Orbeez were? When Orbeez came out, this woman, her kid choked on Orbeez and died, which is like really sad, her baby. But then they were like, how do you get the Orbeez? She's like, oh, I left them there in front of him like a 1-year-old. And I'm like, it's pretty crazy you didn't think a 1-year-old would put Orbeez in his mouth. I mean, I'm a lot older than 1, and every time I see Orbeez, I struggle not to put them in my mouth. Like, they look fantastic. So, that's all, like, that shit was wild. Okay, we got some purples, pinks. Ooh, the pink and red ones are so cute. Are so cute. Poor mother. I know. It's still very sad. But yeah, so that's why, in the end, that's why she didn't win anything in the lawsuit, because they were like, you shouldn't have left the kid with Orbeez, which is true, but still incredibly sad. Forbidden Boba. Forbidden Boba. Oh my god, these ones are so Valentine's Day. It looks like a candy store yurt. So, I think yeah, I don't know exactly. We don't have like a lot of, sometimes people have like cool and fun beads. I don't really have that many cool and fun beads. I think what I'm gonna do is I have a couple friends going who don't rave ever. Like they're literally just going because they don't want to be left out, which I feel like may not be a good idea. We'll see. They might literally end up hating it. But I'm gonna make some bracelets for them because they don't have any since they never go. Wrist underwear even, wrist underwear. But yeah, how's everybody's day been? That's what happened to me today with my flight moving and everything. I'm just like, why couldn't have the flight gotten canceled when I hadn't left my house yet? Because then I already had to pay the Uber, and then the Uber was even more because I had to make it turn around. It was like $52, which is not horrible, but you know, that's not like chump change to throw down the drain by any means. So yeah. Exactly, EJC. You do love my quotes. I mean, I saw this other girl who's like a pretty big creator on like Reels and stuff. She was like talking about like the curvature of cringe, and she's like, when you start making content and it's cringe, you know, people are like, oh my god, they're cringe. But once you start getting recognition for it in a positive way, it's like the amount of cringe you're allowed to be is like directly proportionate to like how much your content pops off. So she called it like a cringe cliff. Like you have to jump over off the cringe cliff almost like on a graph for you to hit those views that people then accept you for being cringe and write off your cringe for. And I was like, yeah, that's true, I guess. Mother's Day, I've been feeling grateful for the women life. Oh, I love that for you. I'm also grateful for my mom and grandmother, though my grandmother is dead, but that's okay because she was very old. So okay, I'm just gonna assume that all these bitches have my wrist size, which is not true because I have peasant people wrists. No, not actually, but I have like my mom's wrists, and my mom has some fucking tiny ass wrists. We are like both for Pandora the smallest bracelet size they sell for adult women, and even then it's a bit shifty. Okay, string. Can't you outsource making these, what, to like my cousins or something? Probably. But it's okay. No, because you make them personalized. Hand cam. You guys remember there's sock cam? Now there's hand cam. There. Ta-da. All that. Coding the whole day. I'm not even a programmer. I'm gonna kill myself. Why have you been coding the whole day? But no, yeah, you know, speaking of my cousins and sweatshops and all those other fun topics, I had this one friend who was talking about like how his cousins back in Vietnam, they worked in a sweatshop. And then we had another friend at lunch who was also Viet, and he was like, oh wow, like my dad literally just opened up a factory in Vietnam. And then one dude's like saying like, my cousins just started working at this like new factory in Vietnam, and they just like made eye contact and they were just like and I'm like, you know what, it's probably not it. I mean, like, there's a lot of factories opening up in Vietnam because we're becoming like the new China of manufacturing, bro. It's crazy. I gotta get around the tariffs. Yeah, this was like this was a while ago. This conversation was like 2 years ago, so wasn't a thing yet. But still, I was thinking of hiring someone on Fiverr, but I guess she's making their stuff. LOL. You know, it's actually crazy. Want to know one crazy use I did on Fiverr? So when I was in college, because I told you guys I'm not good at math, I went on Fiverr. Here, let me put Lil Boo Boo in here somewhere. I went on Fiverr to have someone do like my online math homework for me, but not because I didn't want to do it, but because instead of spending the time doing my math homework, I would go to tutoring for math during that time, because my tutor looked at my lessons and she was like, these lessons are not very valuable to your learning. Like, it's not teaching you anything on this like lazy put together homework. Like, just find someone to do it and then spend that time at tutoring with me. And that's what I did, which was actually insane, and actually helped my grades a lot. So I paid someone to do math so I could go do more math. And thank you for the biddies. Hi Lom, whatever works. Exactly. How am I? Are you tired? Yeah, I'm tired. Oh shit. Oh, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, I am tired. But thank you so much. Okay, 5 out of 10. But yes, TLDR for those asking. My flight got pushed back, I guess because of weather. They didn't tell us. Flying out tomorrow. It's fine. It actually works better for my schedule. So, we're here making candy. But thank you for the sub. She's making anyone who gives 20 a bracket. Like, what do you mean? That for like next year's March Madness? Oh shit. Okay, thank you, Jambalaya, for the gifted. Okay. Slay. So we got our 10. Thank you. What is Chua in this context, Laum? Or Scott, you can translate for me too. Okay. Yay! Thank you guys so much. You said bracelet? Oh. Oops. Are you going to Comic-Con? No, I'm going to Anime NYC, but I'm not going to Comic-Con. Also, this highlight, y'all see on my cheek? I started wearing highlight on my cheek because Selena showed it to me. So cute. So cute. Are you making candy for your fans? I'm making candy for my friends because, like, I don't know if I'll see any viewers, or I can't, like, ensure I will. But someone earlier just said that they, are gonna be the same day party I am tomorrow, so say hi if you see me. I'll be wherever the table area is, but I'm sure I will come out of the table area. Also, there's different tiers of tables, and I don't know what we have, so I don't know where I'll be. Is the general thing, but I definitely will go into the water. People go to like these Vegas pool parties. Okay, I get if it's a gross pool, but if it's like one of the places that actually have a really nice pool, like I'm getting into the fucking water. People are like, no, pool party, you just stand around the pool. I'm like, bitch, I'm a fish. Like, I probably won't dunk my head because I'll be wearing makeup, but like, I'll wade in the— Oh shit, thank you, Jambalaya. Thank you. Okay, level 3 hype train, let's go. Here, let me— Thank you, 777. Why are you saying 777, Scott? Is it because that's my lucky number? That's the neon sign I have. Thank you. Labubu says, thanks. It's so cute, guys. You see this? So cute. So cute. Gracias, muchas gracias. Dang, table fancy. You hit the jackpot? I did. Hopefully I hit the jackpot during my slot stream Monday. This upcoming Monday, I'll still be in Vegas. We're gonna do a slots IRL. So, let's see. Okay. How does one make a cute bracelet? I feel like I'm not great at like the visionary aspect of this. So I'm gonna start by making a bracelet for my friend Ashley. She really likes purple. Because she's a lesbian, and lesbians love purple. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Every lesbian I know fucks with purple so hard. I love purple. So I'm gonna kind of stick with these colors or something. Can you be my gambling proxy in Vegas? Hell yeah, sir. I shallst. It's the beginning of the gamba addiction. You gotta gamble once. Eventually, as a Vietnamese person. I was laughing. Was it you who said this last stream, Scott? When I said that one of my uncles went to jail for like illegal gambling, and you're like, every Vietnamese person has an uncle in jail for gambling. I was like, do we? Wait, Brennan? Do you have an uncle in jail for gambling? No. Never mind. Oh, y'all were disproven. Never mind then. Not every Vietnamese person does. I just wanted to test the theory. I was like, wait, there's like another fucking Vietnamese person in the other room. Okay, well, not all of us. My Vietnamese student's grandma almost lost her house to gambling. Yeah, they do be getting us. He must have some relative. Because, okay, I think another reason that, like, Viet people are likely to have a relative in jail for gambling is also because, like, we just have such massive extended families that obviously if you're related to so many fucking people, like, it's just, like, a little more likely. Also, level 5 hype train, possibly. Let's see. I'm a fan of pink and purple, too. Best color. My favorite colors are baby blue, baby purple, and baby pink. All the little pastels. Which no one would guess because they're like, why do you wear black 90% of the time? Because black is the best color to wear, but it's not the best color. Zoomers love gambling. Thank you, Wando. I wonder why. Why do Viet people love gambling? Why do Asian people love gambling? Is it because like we came here and we had hard lives, so it's like, oh, like I can strike it big? But like, why? It's so in our culture. It's literally my favorite color. You give purple energy. I have a cousin who's like 50 something who worked at a dealer in Atlantic City. I think that's the closest thing for me. I see. Okay. Should I spell out? So I feel like it's corny to just like spell out someone's name on their bracelet. You don't need to do that. I want to like make her so my friend Ashley, I'm trying to think of like what are her distinct characteristics that I can like put into this bracelet. Like, should I be like, oh my god, you know, it's one thing that some of our friends clown her for. It's that like she thinks Brittany Griner is hot. Should I make her a bracelet that says Brittany Griner? Is that diabolical? I'm gonna do it. It's fucking hilarious, yes. Because like I agree, like there's a lot of beautiful women out there, but then like when she was like, Brittany Griner is sexy, we were all just like, yo, wait a second. That is a hot take. Everyone was like, pause. Actually, pause. Okay, I'm gonna make her the Brittany Griner bracelet. She's not gonna want to trade this because a lot of people use candy to trade. She is not gonna want to trade this for anything. Oh, thank you, JP, for the gifted sub to Yane. Hey, saving the hype train just in time. Can we hit the next level? Okay, if we hit the next level, I'm down to take a shot. You know, pre-game EDC. It starts today, I guess. W. Oh, hi, Yane. I didn't even see you there. How are you doing? Stay hydrated and safe. Thank you. Have fun, EDC. Wait, you're not going to EDC? Girl, you're a DJ. You gotta go to EDC. Do you not have like the time off? I know you work as well. But yeah, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was laughing too much about my Brittany Griner bracelet. Okay. So let's do like some cute. I'm gonna do a star on the end, each end. Oh no. You would miss out on 16 subs if I was like, yeah, let's see if these all the earnings from this stream can beat out like how much money I lost on the Uber. Okay, is this, I'm gonna make this knot a little fatter. You guys always have to make sure at the, oh, my phone's on low battery. You guys always have to make sure like that, you know, the knot here is like big enough that the beads will not fall off at the end or something. Okay. Which is very difficult to do usually. You know your friend's wrist size? I don't. So pretty much what I'm doing for my female friends is I'm just measuring it roughly to my own wrist and then making it a little bigger because I do have mad tiny wrists. But honestly, it is fine. I think because it's like an elastic band, you know, I think it'll fit regardless. It's not a big deal. Tiny wrist. Yes, tiny wrist. They don't look that tiny on the camera, but like I said, the bracelet sizing thing always gets me a little bit. That's one reason I don't wear bracelets, because they're always loose on me, and then like it fucking makes me like negative stim out if like I okay, let's see. But then I feel like I made this too small already. Oh my god, this is tiny. Okay, never mind. Because the mistake I made, I have to redo this, is because I have to tie the knot so many times, and then it starts getting way too small after I tie the end knot so many times. So if it's here, I'm gonna do it like really long. Oh my god, I almost knocked those beads over. Okay, that should work. Ah, back to the Brittany Griner bracelet. Oh, thank you, Panty Pansy. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh god, I need to get my cuck brain working. Fuck. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. Let me think. You know what? Can I IOU a cuck insult? Guys, we have to brainstorm some cuck shit that we can say. 6.5 bracelet is the biggest. You changed your name color, boo. Used to be pink. Now you're Griner, yeah. You're tiny, incredible, lol. Cuck brain, yeah, and my cuck brain just isn't working tonight, you know, because you guys know, like, before you fly, right, you kind of just put yourself in this mindset where you're disassociating, because, like, you know, the airport is not a real place. The airport feels like a fucking liminal space, and you just disassociate the entire time you're on the flight. Like, all I do is just stare at flight tracker and, like, you know, scroll through my camera roll and ponder my existence, but, like, in a really, like, low IQ way. So I'd already, like, put my brain in the mindset to do that, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like a shock to my mind that now I'm here, like, having to, you know, be, like, somewhat coherent. Brittany Griner's a young man. No, Brittany Griner is a woman with probably just, like, really high levels of tea or something. I owe you a cuck install. Brittany Griner play on Friday. Want me to pass the message? Yes, tell her there's a girl named Ashley from Maryland who thinks she's sexy. Wait, actually, no, don't, because Brittany Griner's fucking married. I forgot. Never mind, I forgot. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, oh, this is totally big enough. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Just so it's not too long. This is fun. Like, the fuck are these kids in the sweatshop complaining about? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Deep is an understatement. Yeah, I know. Her voice deep is... Honestly, I heard her voice for the first time today on Twitter, which I feel like might be fake because Twitter is just like a cesspool of a place. But, like, what was I about to say? And, like... It sounded like a very masculine voice, right? But it's not deep. It's like a high, like, it almost sounds like a little bit of a fruity man's voice, which makes sense. Oh, and thank you for the hype train, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Choo choo. She's playing in DC. Oh, flying doesn't scare me. I just hate when there's annoying passengers. You know, even after all this, like, airplane shit that's been happening this year, flying doesn't really scare me that much either, just because, like, statistically, gotta tie the knot more. Statistically, it's so unlikely that, like, something bad will happen on the plane. But when I was a kid, before I, like, had as logical of a mind, yeah, I was, like, kind of skeeved out a little bit every time. But now it should scare you to be in a car instead. Motion sickness, really? I get motion sickness in cars and stuff. That's why, like, I can't look at my phone that long in cars. I don't get how people do that. Or on the train. Like, if you guys have ever been to New York, there are all these people that, okay, in my opinion, they're pretending they're obnoxious. They read a book on the MTA. It's loud as fuck. It smells like piss. People are screaming, and they're just leaning against a pole. Like, shut the fuck up. I mean, I know you're not talking, but come on. Am I the only one that thinks that's, like, wildly performative hipster? But that would make me so nauseous. Like, I vomit doing that. Hi, Irish. Hopefully it's quick death on her corpse. I can't do that. I don't know how people read like that, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like, Scott, you know what I'm talking about because you live here. Like, I feel like they're not actually... I feel like they're just doing it to look cool. It's like the same people who, like, hold a cigarette for a photo, which, like, I guess I kind of get. Like, cigarettes are aesthetic. Okay. Okay, so this is the Brittany Griner bracelet. There's so many cute colors here. I don't really know what to do. You've never flown? Really? Yeah, I was with one of my friends on her first flight since she was a baby, since she came to America from China when we went to a trip to Asia in college. And the whole time she was just like, is it gonna be this loud? Is it gonna be this loud, Serena? Is the plane gonna stop making noise? And I'm like, no, yes, no, it won't, bitch. It's a fucking jet engine. And then she just fell asleep. So it didn't matter that much, honestly. Ooh, I like these. There's like these metallic-y ones I might use. And everything. I smoke weed. See, the thing about, you know, like, substance abuse, I'm like, I'd rather do that and have, like, the ability to move around. Like, you know, substance abuse and just having to sit in a chair. Only time I drank on the plane, we drank on the plane to Miami because it was free. But that's the only time I've done that. I'll say a fact about myself. I never had any imaginary friends as a child, which is good because that would be unsettling for me. Trying to cool to random people they will never see again. Dude, you never know. You actually run into people on the subway. Even here, it's pretty crazy. Oh, also, I'm gonna plug in my phone. Like, you would think you wouldn't in like a city as big as New York. I've literally run into people I know on the MTA. Especially if you always ride the same routes. Oh my god. Okay, let's see if I can... I'm trying to charge my phone. But I don't know if the charger will allow this. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to hang it up where the charger will weigh down my my phone and I won't be able to use it for the bead cam. Hold on. Okay, that might work for a time. Oh, nope. Never mind. Oh. Hold on, guys. Let me... Oh, you guys see the cats, though? That's fun. Oh, wow. That is a lot. Are you a cuck? Yes. Guess your height? 5'9". Posture check. Gulp. Hydrate. You guys are being difficult, huh? Fit check. Fervor. Amazon. Okay, that's it. You could choose one. Keep him as real. You know that show Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? That show, that concept would never work in real life. Because people, like human beings, people would just be imagining some disgusting ass, sick ass shit, you know? Like, people would just be imagining, like, fucking, like, hentai sex slaves. And then that would be... and then there would be, like, a human rights violation on them. Or, like, an imaginary friend violation, you know? More this way. Okay, I'm gonna put a star bead here. And I'm gonna make it say Brittany. Maybe I should do like a pink star bead. No, I'll just do purple. So cute. See? All that. Lots of hentai motherfuckers. Yeah, like, and it's crazy that like I didn't think about like the human rights violations of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends as a kid. Oh my god, look, this one is like the plastic and glue are like melting off the edges. Okay. Whatever kid did this one, bad job. Bad job. Sweatshop performance review. It's not going well. Okay. Let me... So now we're going to start spelling out Brittany's name. Is it a crime to sexually assault an imaginary friend? I would assume it would be, and that they would have to put laws like that in place, right? Because they are, you know, shown to be like sentient beings, right? Okay, how about I just do it in black beads? Do you guys think square beads or the circle beads would look cuter? But they're not real, but they become real. Because the whole point of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is that they become real. Circle beads, circle, okay. Like you imagine them into existence. Was 13. Some 13-year-olds can think of some horrible shit. Won't be able to feed her village 95 miles away. Literally. I don't think they get laid off from sweatshops. I think you just get fired. Or like you die from like the horrible working conditions. Okay, this is the part I hate. I hate like looking for letters. Especially when we have to look for Brittany. Okay. Should it say I heart Brittany Griner, or should it just say Brittany Griner? See, Brittany Griner is a long name, so that makes it harder. Entirely different thing. They're real enough to need to be readopted. Exactly. Like, who is out here saying that imaginary friends and fosters don't need human rights or living creature rights? Hi, Moonfishy. Are you doing any pre-parties? I am. I'm doing Porter. Are you going? Just saying her name is funnier. Yeah. That's true. That's true. It literally, because people are gonna look and they're gonna be like, "Bitch, why the fuck do you have a bracelet that says Brittany Griner?" Okay, but this is what I mean, dude. Like, bent over, slaving away, looking for. Look, I poured out all these, and there wasn't a single R in Brittany. Like, hello? Should I kill myself? Like, look. Oh my God, still not a single R. Like, bruh. Is there even an R in this entire pack of beads? You know, these ones don't even look tasty. I do not understand why kids choke to death on ones that look like this, bruh. Like, guys, there's like literally not a single R. I don't know what to do. Everyone's going to Porter. I arrive at like 1 p.m. Maybe too late. Oh my God. I might see you though. What other, are you going to any other day parties? Sort the letters. Sort the letters. Am I autistic, bruh? Oh my God. I found the R. No, I just have 80 to sit here sorting all these letters. Just spell Brittany Griner's name. Hi, Butte Ring. You'd make a terrible sweatshop worker. I would make a terrible sweatshop worker, but look how like long my fingers are. Like, bruh, that's nimble. Okay, Brittany. Is Brittany just spelled the traditional way, right? Is it N-E-Y or N-Y? How does she spell her Brittany? Brittany. It is funny though how she has such a sounds like a white cheerleader. Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner. Okay. Oh, two. Okay, two T's. I've actually I don't know anyone named Brittany. Which is weird because it feels like such a common name, like an early 2000s common name. Free Brittany. Their small hands and pristine vision helps with these small tasks. Yeah, I do have pristine vision. That's why I always say in the hunter-gatherer days, I would be the bitch who had to figure out like every berry, everything like that. Gave my sis a bracelet, said Gooner. It was funny watching her try to explain what it meant. Why would you give your sister a Gooner bracelet? Oh my God, I should make a Gooner bracelet. You're smart. Dude, I'm in 2 different group chats. And everyone, normies, not normies, everyone loves the word goon now. So my EDC group chat is called Goonettes. Bruh. And then I'm in this other group chat with like my New York friends called Goon City. I'm like, God, dude. Everyone's just a fucking gooner nowadays. Goonettes. I know, the group chat's not even all girls. It's mostly girls. It's like 8. It's 5 girls and 2 dudes, but still. Goonettes. Not, I know, we can't just call it EDC 2025. No, that wouldn't be as fun. Coomers. My lychee handcrafted. Oh, I'm glad you have it. What are you making with this pink stuff with alphabet dice? I'm making kandi, which are like rave bracelets, because I'm going to EDC tomorrow. What is a gooner? Oh, man, just let it be. Oh, sweet summer child. You know how they say that in Game of Thrones. For the long summer. Oh my God. How did I find a Y easier than I found an R? Okay, we got the Brittany down, guys. You said my name wrong? Oh, oopsies. Are the 2 dudes gay? No, the 2 dudes are boyfriends of 2 of the girls. In the chat, they're not gay. Hi, calm down. Who's watching the cats? I have a friend coming to watch the cats. So, thankfully, sometimes I have to hire Rover if all my friends are gone at one time, but thankfully we're Gucci this time around. Okay, we got the Brittany down, guys. Is your idea what a gooner is apart from Arsenal fan? A gooner, it's like someone who masturbates, but it's more than that. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like transcendent. Sometimes it's just someone who masturbates. Yeah. Are 2 boys one of the girlies? No, they're boyfriends, but they both have like they're both like, you know, like most of my friends, we usually will like date men that are like fruity enough to hang. You know, like you need to date men that are like fruity enough to hang with the girlies. Like if they ended up like coming out to brunch, like they're not gonna kill the vibe or anything. Present, hello. And I think almost all my friends are pretty good at doing that, myself included. So it's fine. They're chill. They can hang. They can hang with the girls. The girlies. You know, they get overtaken by our effeminate nature anyways. Ew, how's it even a term? I don't know, dude. I remember back in my day when the term goon this was only a few years ago. The term goon was literally just like some silly people, right? Like you'd be watching like a mafia movie or something, and the head boss of the mafia would be like, "Oh, go get him," and he'd send his goons to go get like, you know, to go get someone, right? Like it used to be much more wholesome, like like henchmen, or it just meant silly. Like you're in high school, you're like, oh, those guys. What about them? Oh, they're just like a group of goons. Like they're just like silly, unserious people. Like it didn't used to mean like right? Guys to practice the makeup on. Just the girls, and they bring their man, the girls get mad. Well, it depends, but this is EDC, so if you have a boyfriend, you want to bring him, usually. The 3 goons. Like, EDC isn't really a girls trip, it's just like an everyone trip. Okay, we got the Britney down. Very nice. Very nice. It's cute! My plan is I'm trying to make this bracelet cute enough that, like, even if she's like, bitch, fuck you for making me a Britney Griner bracelet, she still wears it, which I think she will. I think she'll appreciate it. Thought EDC was today. It's technically Friday, but a lot of the festivities start tomorrow, so I'm flying out at 7 a.m. So I'll be there by like 9:30, 10 a.m. tomorrow. My god, I have to find another R. Something about this bag is very devoid of R's. Hello? Are you fucking shitting me? It's bad. I thought it was a boomer, zoomer, or gooner. General, like brunch. Can't believe we're witnessing the words change meaning. We're growing for real. I know, literally. I used to think it was stupid when my friend told me you can't say goon anymore because it has a new meaning. And a new meaning's really gross. I didn't like think it was gonna like catch on. Guys, there actually might not even be a second R in this, which makes no sense. Okay. Aw, thank you for the biddies. Philly cheesesteak. I don't even see it. Okay, whatever fucking kid sweatshop these needs, I need to have a stern talking with whoever owns this bead factory, because this is ridiculous. Used to mean a good song. Okay. I need to look through this whole pile to see if I'm missing one. Now bop means whore. Yeah, you know, where I grew up actually, in certain parts of Maryland, you know what a bop meant? A bop meant something was far away. You'd be like, oh my god, that's a bop. As in like your friend who lives like in the middle of nowhere was like, yo, can you pick me up for this event? And you'd be like, oh, you live a bop away. That's some DMV slang for you guys. Guys, there actually might not be another R in here. I don't know what to do. Because then my bracelet was going to be fucked up because it's not all the style are going to be the same if I have to use a different type of bead. I'm actually livid right now. I am livid. There's not a single... Someone find me an R in here. Look, zoom in on it. The East are so odd. Y'all be making up words. I mean, you know, aren't all words made up? Okay, I'm unplugging my phone. This hurts. Oh god, this hurts to hold. Hold on, I dropped some beads. Don't want my cats to try and eat them. How do you do? Good, Ben Franklin. Use Z instead of R. If you could ask all the people to describe themselves in what term, what do you think they would say? I don't know. They'd be like lonely, horny, some shit like that. Streamer, please give me attention, E. Okay, guys, are we cooked, chat? That there's only one R inside of this entire pack? It's ridiculous. Hey, Mason. You're going to EDC? Indeed. Indeed. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to look in a different pack and find an R. It saddens me very deeply. What about describing you in one word? Well, I don't think anyone can be described in one word. If you can be described in one word, bro, that's sad. You know, that's like those people where you call them like easy to draw. You're easy to describe. Like what one, like, yeah, I don't know. There's just not one word for me. Okay, there's like color circle beads. I might have to use one of these because I think that's better than using the black square beads because I think that just looks really weird. Only one R allowed. Oh my god. What if the word is complex? Sure, but it's still just one word. Okay, before I fucking open up Pandora's box and open up this, is there anything in here? Hold on. Oh, hi, Steph. How are you doing? Is rounded a word? Rounded is a word. It's a compound word, but I would argue that is valid to say. Okay, guys. We're gonna find an R. Brittany Griner needs to be honored. This bracelet. Okay. I'm pouring. I'm trying to pour out like a really minimal amount. Dude, why are there no R's in these beads? Does like whoever made these like think people are gonna make bracelets with like the R slur on them or something? Like, I would never do that. Oh my god, finally. And it's yellow. Ew. Whatever. I don't even care anymore at this point. You're well-rounded. Thank you. Thank you. Am I well-rounded? I am. Sometimes, maybe. Okay, Brittany Griner. Interesting. Okay. Who here watches the WNBA? You guys are gonna be like, I'd never watch the WNBA. That's a waste of time. Basketball's a man's sport. Blah, 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 blah. Some shit like that. Yes. I don't know if she's gonna wear this, bro. She's totally gonna wear it. I will send you guys a picture on Discord tomorrow of this bitch wearing my Brittany Griner bracelet. Brittany Griner. Okay, and I need another R for Griner. So, you know, that kind of works out because then that way we're gonna have two bracelets that are or two different beads that have different letters on them and everything. Hi, Dwo. I do. I'm a huge fan. Okay, Slay, good for you. I know that a lot of people like started watching WNBA though when Caitlin Clark came about, right? Like I know she like brought a lot of interest back in the league, and she did like a lot of sponsorships and stuff. So good for her. You know what I think is like a fun and toxic question to ask men? Just ask like a regular man, like, could you beat Caitlin Clark or something in basketball? Which is like, it's probably no, but I've actually met multiple dudes who'd be like, yeah, I totally could, because I'm a dude. I'm like, bruh. Guys, I don't know if there's even going to be another R in here. Okay, I have to remember that in the future when I'm making these bracelets. I can't, anyone who has an R in their name or whatever, I can't really use these beads for them. I totally could beat her and Serena Williams too. Okay. Popularize the sport as well. I'm gonna take everything shower. Oh, bye, Ruby. Enjoy your everything shower. I feel like I'm combing through lice. Did they ever do? Oh, I found it. Did they ever do lice inspections at your guys' school? I feel like that was really humiliating because I remember sometimes they would like send kids home because they have lice, which I get, but then everyone knew like who the kid with the lice was, and I feel like that's like an easy way to get bullied. An everything shower. Do you guys know what an everything shower is? It's kind of like a girl term. It pretty much is just like a shower where you do everything, like shave, exfoliate, wash your hair. Like it involves every step in the shower. Okay, I hope I am able to close this bracelet off, and I hope it's not too big for her. Wouldn't want the Brittany Griner bracelet being too big for anybody. Okay. I'm going to close it off here. I need one more star bead. Just meant they clean everything. Yeah, no, it's like, because like for women, it's like men, I feel like they do the same thing in the shower every time, right? But for girls, it's more like, it depends. Like you don't wash your hair every day because, you know, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. You don't do a lot of different stuff, but some days you're like, okay, it's time for everything to be done today. Okay guys, the Brittany bracelet is about to be closed off. I switch it up. I love that for you. Okay. Brittany Griner, Be proud of me, Brittany Griner. For those coming in, I'm making a Brittany Griner bracelet because my gay friend, she loves Brittany Griner. So I want her to wear the Brittany Griner kandi at EDC. I hope she doesn't come into this chat. She's gonna be like, Serena, what the fuck? Why are you doing this to me? Okay, let's see if I can close it. This is kind of like closing a balloon knot. It's very difficult. Okay. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so hard. Okay, wait, give me a second. Brittany Griner EDC class. Do you think she raves? Dude, you never know. She might be rocking with EDM. You don't know what she does. Don't eat too much candy. Gosh, I mean, I hope I wouldn't eat any of these. These are toxic. Do you think if I ate this bracelet I would die? Like, it's just plastic and paint. But it might be like some crazy lead shit. WNBA season starts Friday. Honestly, you guys seem pretty positive about the WNBA. I love that for you. Maybe I shouldn't keep calling you guys incels as jokes. I know that most people that like stay in this chat long term are not like really incels. Aw, thank you for the biddies, Wando. Thank you, thank you. Do stoners like EDC? Usually not. Like, there's not like a big overlap between stoners and ravers, right? Because ravers, they would want to be like more up. Stoners want to be more down. But I've seen it. I feel like, do you guys know what wooks are? Who here knows what a wook is? It's kind of scary. Okay. Okay. I think that should be good. I did like 4 knots. And I kind of made it look messy at the end. Okay. Brittany Griner. It's a bit big. Her wrist is a bit bigger than mine, so I hope it will work for her. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. Looks nice. Thank you. I hate how it has like the different colors for the last name, but still. Okay, Brittany. That's like indica people, maybe. But yeah, wooks, they kind of look like, they're like those white people with dreads, and they all look like very dirty and unshowered. Those people like raving. They like dubstep and shit, which I'm not really a fan of. They're like those people that will like go to a dubstep show in Colorado and make really scary faces when like the drone camera zooms by them. 500k people at this festival. Is it that many? I thought it was like 15,000. I don't know. I really do not know. That's a good question actually. Can someone Google it for me? I know it's like more every year. Would you guys wear my Brittany Griner bracelet? Say yes. If you don't say yes, you're insulting. I play pickup. If a girl wants to play, I let them play on my team. They usually have better fundamentals, better team players than guys. Yeah, that makes sense. Bath salts. Yes, you would. Yes. Wow. I can give you 45. Another streamer landed in the cab driver saying 500k. Damn. That's crazy. I'd wear the submissive one. Oh my god. Should I make a bracelet that says cuck to give away to a man? I should deem a man a cuck at it. Yes? Okay. This is so cute. Okay, the next one I think I'm gonna make is gonna say squirter. I have another one, a friend. Okay, I'm gonna go piss and then we're gonna keep yapping and sweatshopping away. But I'm glad you guys like my creation. It's so cute. I love it. So cute. I'll be so sad if I forget to bring it. Hi, Oliver. You're very overweight. my god, look, he's eating his body. You're eating your body, Oliver? You're so silly looking. Cats act like so lobotomized sometimes. It's so funny. She has a squirter friend, perfect. Don't we all? No. Cats are the best. He's just grooming. I know, he's a silly boy. Packing a squirter. Yeah, I have a friend. Well, I have a couple friends who are squirt queens, but it's also because like I just don't want to put like their actual names on the bracelet because that's boring, you know. It's like something fun, like squirter. You're so silly looking. Squirter, Brittany Griner, cuck. What a wild array of bracelets. It's just fun, you know. Okay, so the squirter friend, she likes like more like bluey teals. I think somewhere in the range of like these colors is going to be our vibe, our move. Definitely more fun. Yeah, because like, I don't know. It's just cute. The only 3 bracelets I have left are ones that says my channel name, one that says Ollie and Big for the cats, and then another one that says my Vietnamese name. So I guess it is kind of having like my name on a bracelet, but it's like a little more fun and interesting. Hi, Crypto. How is you doing? Juicy melons is a fun one. That would be interesting to give to someone. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is just find all the squirter letters. So I'm going to just... Dude, I might not be able to use these because squirter has an R in it. Why does every word have an R in it? But then these beads are so devoid of the letter R. Like there might have only been like 3 R's that I all used on Brittany Griner in like one pack. Squirter. Yeah, I might just have to put away the circle beads. It might be GG for them. Did you ever tell your theories that squirters are a little fake? No, I mean, I just like, everyone knows that if you squirt, you're just pissing on someone. And that's fine. Like, I'm not judging you for pissing in someone's bed. I kind of am. Oh, thank you for the biddies. You're a furry, right? I'm not a furry. My gosh. Don't be shilly. Don't be shilly. Dude, it's a common letter. Like, where the fuck is it? It's bothering me. It's pissing me off. What is candy? Candy are these bracelets that people wear at raves. Putting this shit back is an absolute fucking nightmare. Ah! Yeah, like, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know how to get it back in the bag, bro. I'll give you 100 for the squirter, Juan. I didn't even see that. Sure, you want to make you a squirter bracelet for $100? That's a great deal. Because they're made of candy. I think just because they look like candy. You guys remember those candy necklaces that were made out of... What were they made out of again? What were those things called when we were little kids? Those were like very fun to bite. Hold on, I need to focus on this. Those are really fun to bite, but they're also like... Then it would get like spit all over you if you're still wearing the bracelets. Low-key kind of gross. Yes. They were made out of Smarties. You know, I wasn't allowed to have much candy as a child. You know, being from like a very health-conscious household. And this one time they gave us Tootsie Rolls at school. And there's this little girl that my mom wanted me to be friends with. But obviously I don't care now, but like I was like annoyed about it when I was growing up. Because like we just didn't really vibe. And they each gave us one Tootsie Roll in first grade and sent us home. And then she fucking snitched to my mom that I had a Tootsie Roll in my pocket because I was so excited to go home and eat it. She fucking snitched to my mom and then my mom took it away from me. And I'm like, bitch. Now why would you do that? Like I can't be happy? Tasting like rockets? What is a rocket? Like a literal rocket? Ah! There's beads everywhere. That's evil. I know. It was very unnecessary. Well, that makes sense though, because... And then she got to eat hers. Though she would sometimes also eat the wrapper, which was like really odd. But I'm sure she's fine as an adult. Just, you know, children are weird. Kids are weirdos. Okay. I got these beads back in. Nice. Sad. Hot take. Only good Tootsie Rolls are the Fruities. You guys like Jolly Ranchers? I like the green one and the blue one and the pink one. The red and the purple. Get that shit away from me. That was some ass. Okay. So, our next bracelet is our squirter bracelet for one of my friends who's, you know, a talented woman. And I love that for her. I really want to use these color circle beads. Maybe I should just make it say squirt. Right? No. Oh, no. Glow sticks and candy. I always wanted to bite glow sticks when I was a kid. I'd say adults are weirder. Well, I think children are more like unabashed about their weirdness, if that makes sense. You know, like adults are weird, but sometimes they know how to cover it up. Not always, honestly. I prefer Sour Patch Kids and sour candy. I only like sour candy for the most part. Sometimes I like gummies, but I like all sour candy. I love sour candy. Squirt Queen. Squirta. Only uses one R. Your cats can eat those. I don't think they will eat them though, honestly. It's more of a precaution. My cats aren't like super stupid in that way. All right, Mr. Nuggets. Hi, Ba. Are you an overweight baby? They were so happy when I came back, when my flight got pushed back. Like I just showed back up because they know when I'm leaving because the suitcase. So every time I bring out a suitcase, they throw a fit. So when I came back, they were like, I was like, yes, mother is home. Heart mommy. People used to gleek on each other. How does that even work? How doth one gleek on their friend? Okay, I'm gonna open up. Actually, I'm just gonna use these. We're going to be going through a wave of emotions this week. Seriously. Most definitely. Okay. What is gleek? It's like that gland in the back of your throat that you press and then like a fountain of spit will come out of it. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, I literally feel like a little hunter-gatherer. Like looking at all these little beads or something. Okay. Squirt. Is this what I assumed adulthood would be like, honestly? Just making a squirter bracelet? I didn't really know, honestly, what adulthood would be like. Middle school is crazy thinking back. Yeah, it's this very weird in between time. Okay. Squirter. It's so weird in the English language how QU makes a sound, right? Like, I don't know. The English language is so odd, and I always wonder how things came to be. I mean, like D-Day was saying, I guess a lot of it came from, like, its initial Latin root, but still very odd. Okay, will I be able to find a second R for squirter, or will I have to do squirta? The feminized version of it, I guess. I don't even know. Can you speak Viet? I know, like, a little, but I'm not fluent by any means at all. I'm fluent in reading a menu. Okay. Squirter. Cool. That's easier this way. We get the beads. Now we're gonna make the bracelet. English seems like a strange language to learn. Yeah, I heard, actually, I listened to this thing that was like what English sounds like to people who can't speak English for a while, and it really tripped me the fuck up. But I would like to fix my Viet so I can be truly bilingual. If I die bilingual that way, I will be happy. And then maybe if I ever had time in my life, I would love to like really perfect my Spanish. And then I think after that, honestly, I'd be pretty happy, pretty pleased. I mean, I have people in my family speak like fucking like 5 languages. I'm like, bruh, I guess I'd be chilling too hard in life. Would you want to learn Viet? Of course, yeah. I've actually, for the first time in my life, kept up my Duolingo streak. Isn't English more Germanic? I'm not sure. Some people have the language brain. You know, the thing is, I think I actually do have a decent language brain. I just haven't really like put my energy toward applying myself like that. But yeah, one of my uncles, technically one of my great uncles, he speaks, or he spoke, he's dead, but he spoke fluent Viet, English, Mandarin, French, Japanese, and Korean. Pretty crazy. Like, he had a library in his basement, and me and my cousins would always go and play there when we were kids, and we would like look at all the books he's read, and yeah, it was like all in those languages. Pretty insane. But I mean, you know, he worked in politics, so it was like for like diplomatic shit. To stutter in another language, yeah. English from childhood, so I kind of grew up bilingual. Yeah, I kind of wish my mom spoke more Vietnamese as a kid, but I get it, because like my father is white. So, you know, in like a bilingual household, you're not gonna be speaking, you know, the mother tongue to each other as much, really, because like then it would exclude my white father from the conversations. That's why I feel like it's very like less likely for mixed people to know their languages, which is sad. But I think I'm good at like, I have like an auditory language brain. Like when you throw me somewhere, I'm very good at pickup. Diplomat's kind of, you know, multiple languages. Yeah, he like, so Viet was his mother tongue, that uncle. And then he, you know, the French colonized us, the Chinese colonized us. So he learned, you know, those languages through that. Then he went to University of Kyoto for his master's. So he learned Japanese from that. Moved to America. So English from that or beforehand. So the only one is like, I don't know why the fuck he spoke Korean or like where. My friend speaks Mandarin in her household to her daughter. Only her husband is Japanese. Yeah, what I feel like I would want to do, like, I want to fix my Viet before I, like, spawn crotch demons. And then I would like to talk to them in Viet a lot. And then on top of that, like, if I need to hire a nanny, I would love to hire, like, a Vietnamese nanny. One of my cousins did that, actually, for her mixed kids. She just hired a nanny that barely even speaks English. So it helped a lot with, like, the kids' proficiency. Speak no Viet. Did your father speak no Vietnamese? No, dude. My father doesn't even know how to pronounce my own mother, his ex-wife's name. That's how disrespectful he was. Let me go turn on the AC. It's hot. My god. Crotch demons, children, you know, the things that come out of here. That's so good, actually, the nanny idea. Yeah, it really is. Sounds like money, though. Yeah, nanny is definitely for rich people. I mean, you know, I would say the ideal situation when you have a child raised that, like, not your parents or your siblings or, like, your close friends can help you out with it. It's very much, like, especially nowadays with, like, how expensive it is to have a kid and how hard child rearing is. It definitely is very true that it takes a village, I feel like. And that's why, in a lot of ways, parenting is so hard now because, like, no one believes in the village, bro. Like, people are just, like, isolated familial units. The cat is so chilling. I wish I was a cat. There's actually another cat off screen as well who's also so chilling. Let me see if I can show you guys. Look. Ah, look, they're both there. They're just lumping. They're just hanging out and they're lumping. They're such lumpers. A lot of families turn to the church. Yeah, that won't be an option for moi, though. So, we shall see. They are passed out, yeah. Or you could have a kid like me. So I feel like I was like a feral fucking child. Not actually a feral child, but like I had like genuinely, I think I had less supervision than like 90% of like children on this earth or more. Like I think it was truly a miracle and in many ways maybe a testament to like my brain working okay that I wasn't insane. Is that Oliver on cam? It's Oliver. So that one's Oliver over there and the other one I just showed was Big Boy, was Fat Nugget. Because my mom worked 24/7 so I never saw her, and then even since my father like didn't work really and he was just at home all the time, but he never like watched us. He just like watched TV. So like I could just go anywhere. I could like run out the house. I was literally like a free range child. Yet I stand here. Didn't get hit by a car. Didn't get abducted. He didn't work. No, he refused to work because he's a dick. People lived on farms and used them as free labor. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's make this squirter bracelet. So I'm going to use... These blues are so beautiful. I love blue. Blue is such a gorgeous color. You guys can tell that blue is my favorite color. I mean, that's horrible. It is horrible. Yeah. That's why my mom worked like 60 plus hours a week. But that's what I mean. No supervision. No supervision at all for me. I was just out there. A what bracelet? Oh, hi, San. I'm making my friend a bracelet because we're making candy for EDC that says squirter. So I just made my other friend, because she loves Brittany Griner. She's a lesbian. A Brittany Griner bracelet. So now I'm making my other friend a squirter bracelet because I'm a good friend. Blue is my favorite color. Yes, blue is beautiful. Okay, I want to use... Look at this blue. Like, look at this like pale turquoise. That's really pretty, right? I think this is my actual favorite color though, right here. Like this periwinkly blue color. So pretty. Especially your jobs, you have access to suck. Yeah. Working kind of sucks. Working does suck. Yeah, it does suck. But, you know, you can't agree to work and then not work if you're going to have some kids. Right? Like, I think, you know, when you have kids, you kind of sign yourself up to have to be a wage cuck. I want to do like a blue-green combo, but then I'm not loving any of these greens. So I'm going to do like a blue turquoise kind of combo. What do you guys think of that? I think that could be cute. Kind of like a, oh my god, and that makes sense, right? Because since this bracelet says squirter, it should be like water and ocean themed, right? Yes, yes. Time for government assistance. I mean, like, you can't give a kid, like, government assistance, it's good that it exists, but you can't give a kid, like, a full life on that, right? Like, it's not enough. Okay, those two colors are way too similar. And, like, you shouldn't want to have to rely on government assistance, right? Like, your goal should be, like, to hopefully get to a better situation in which you don't have to rely on it and you do better than it, you know? Not always the case, but still. Grow up in an apartment or house? I grew up in a house. I grew up in the... I grew up in, like, the most suburbs of all suburbs, dude. Just like miles and miles of houses with, like, no establishments. Like, absolute, like, need a car type shit. Uh-huh. For one to stay at home. Exactly. And yeah, and my mom, like, had made, like, a decent living, and she worked very hard, shout out to her, but, like, oh my god, this is gonna be too tight. I keep doing this. But she didn't, like, make enough for, like, my father not to work, honestly. Okay, never mind. Keep having to redo this shit. Boo bobby bop boop. Don't all leftists want entitlement? What are you saying? Wando, you're I know you speak English. I know you're not like ESL like that. But if you're asking if leftists are entitled, I don't necessarily think so. I mean, they're entitled people in every group. If you use my parents as an example, my father, who was like the far right-wing dude, was the one who was very entitled to funds of other people. When your unalienable rights become entitlement, indeed. Yeah, I know sometimes people are crazy, dude. You're like, yeah, I'd like to like have control over my own physical body and shit, and people are like, oh my god, entitlement. And I'm like, yeah, hello, what's happening? What is happening? But yeah, we're gonna do a sea turtle theme bracelet for Squirt. Actually, fun fact, when I tried to play Pokemon, though I couldn't really get into it, my starter Pokemon was Squirtle. What about you guys? Who's your starter Pokemon? There's good entitlement. I don't know, I feel like the word entitlement in general kind of implies like, you know, it has like a negative connotation to it. But I'd be curious to hear you explain it. I'll say a fact about myself. Dude, I always make these too short. A fact about myself is... God, I don't even know. Oh, my favorite that I took in college that was not anthropology, because that's my major. So my favorite non-major class was African American Rhetoric. It was a very cool class. It was very interesting. Would if you guys are ever at UMD, I would recommend. Make a cup bracelet. Can you find my cousin at EDC and give it to him as a joke? I mean, if he finds me, sure, but you know, it's like a billion people, so I doubt we'll end up running into each other. But shout out to your cousin. Okay. We get FAQ collecting these facts. It's crazy because like I can talk so much about myself, but then when I think of a fact, I'm just like, I like bread. I don't fucking know. Do. Well, that clears it up. Yeah, I'm like, what are these sentences, bro? What are these sentences being formed? Okay, guys, this one is gonna be correct in size. But yeah, you know what? I want to like give a cuck bracelet to someone who's like, you know, like you ever meet those guys? They're just super like bad vibes, like alpha male type shit. I want to give just silently walk up to them and hand them the cuck bracelet. It'll make them kill themselves. What's your favorite book? Maybe Joy Luck Club. I love Joy Luck Club. If you guys haven't read that, I would recommend reading it. You know, it's not just for Asian people or for women. I think it has a lot of very universal themes in it. Okay, we're getting there. This bitch do be having somewhat of a small wrist though, so I think I can get away with this. She's a thin-wristed hoe, I will say. Good in time is just feeling entitled to basic rights, body autonomy, healthcare. I guess I get what you're saying, Lagger, but I also feel like, or sorry, Boo, but that's not, I wouldn't call that entitlement. Like you, because entitle implies like you're asking for something that you don't have a right to. Like, I think you do have a right to, like, you know, your basic human rights. Joy Cuck Club? Clever. Look at you. Hi, Vader. You're vacuuming your pool. Very nice. Since high school. Sorry about your flight. It's okay. This new flight actually works for me better. Okay, move the squirter beads over. Squirter. I can't believe, like, squirters, though, are still on that shit where they're like, no, I promise you I'm not peeing on anyone. Like, girl, you're peeing on people. It's crazy that I live in a day and age where they try and defend their pissy behavior so much. I don't like the look of two clear beads next to each other. I like opaque, clear, opaque, clear. Is education and healthcare a right? Discuss. I mean, I would say it like this. Technically, nothing is a right. Like, there are no right, because there are no, like, laws of the universe or whatever. But I think it is right, like, morally right, as morally right as something can be, for it to be a human right, if that makes sense. But sure, like, at least in my belief, there isn't actually any, like, moral laws that exist, any right and wrong in any way. But, you know, because we are hopefully good people and we have empathy, we want to uphold, like, a good standard of living for other people, if that makes sense. The subtle art of not giving a fuck, LOL. FDR's second bill on right. No, what is it? I'm afraid. Okay. I like how we're just discussing human rights while I make a bracelet that says squirter. This is a very, I feel like this is a very lychee stream type thing, type vibe. Okay. That's like a cute color patterning, right? You guys think it? I think it's cute. Very, very turtle seashell type theme and everything. Bought a philosophy cure. What is that? You're just jealous of squirters? I don't know. How do you know I'm not one? No, I'm definitely not. I have BDP. BDPS. It's called bone dry pussy syndrome. You know, it's just the absolute desert down there, bro. The absolute desert. That's why if you enter the desert, you never come back. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Focus on my craft. All that. It's a book. Oh, nice. Squirter. Dude, I think I'm getting worse at like spelling now that I'm not working full time because I don't have to be at it. Like those dune monsters, yeah. It's actually like if you saw me naked, it would just be Shai Hulu under there. I'm literally just Shai Hulu wearing like the skin of a human woman, just for reconnaissance purposes. Cheers. Not sure if that's a recognized syndrome. I recognized it. BDPS bracelet necks. I like what you're onto. Squirter. Okay, where'd my last R go? Okay, here it is. Nice. Yeah, definitely the move to find the letters beforehand so you're not just like hunting around. Okay, we have adorned it with the lettering and all that. Hydrate my desert queen. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. You know, water is a rare commodity here on Arrakis. Dude, do you think on Arrakis, like, they're not cool with people coming? Because they're like, don't you be doing that. Like, that's a waste of liquid. Could you do a creamer? Don't know if I know any creamers like that. Okay, I'm gonna do some slightly different beads in the middle. Because, I'm making these for utility purposes. I'm making these to give to my friends out of, like, the love in my heart. Okay, I think, like, putting this more blue in the middle is cute, right? I think so. Let's see. Have you read Dune? I have Dune on my shelf over there. I have not finished it. I was watching Dune Prophecy last plane I was on. Maybe I should keep watching it. And it was like, it was okay. Wait, why did I put different color beads on that side? Okay, I'm gonna do 2 different colors on each side. 2 different like bluey shades. Because squirter is just one word. I almost forgot it was one word. I was making it like the Brittany Griner bracelet where I was like jumping around colors and everything. Oh, hi, Ingobble. Someone gave me a daddy candy less EDC because I gave their friend water. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, there's always like that one person who's like absolutely like, water, please. You know, but you can't be drinking random people's water packs sometimes. One of my friends, he did that and he got COVID from drinking, a random person's water pack. So you gotta be careful out there, kids. I thought this was a wholesome stream. I heard squirt. Well, I'm making my friends candy for when I see them tomorrow. So I'm making one of them a squirter candy because that's what she is. And I just thought, I just wanted to make her a candy that I felt like represented who she was as a person. Who is Brittany Garner? Brittany Griner? Brittany Griner is a WNBA player. Red, yes. Watch Dune movies. My attention span for movies, dude. You don't even need to watch the first Dune movie. Like, it's not bad. It's fine. It's fine. But the second Dune, oh my god. It's phenomenal. It's a masterpiece. Timmy does a bang up job with that one, I will say. Can't critique my boy Timmy. That's one of my favorite white boys. Just watch that one. This is starting to like blur my perception of color. Like there's so many colors going on. Tell her not to get the bracelet. I will try. Is there a Dune 3? No, there is not a Dune 3 movie. And it makes you wonder, like, at what point are they going to stop making the Dune movies? Because there's so much book material. Like, they can keep going for a very long time. But the story will just, I feel like the story will just get very convoluted at a point. So, I don't know. And Dune is definitely, like, one of those stories that's very hard to film, very hard to animate. Because there's, like, bro, I guess you guys don't care about really far off spoilers. Like, how are you going to film, like, dude, a half worm, half human guy, like, talking about prophecy and like slithering around and shit. Like it's just not gonna look right. It almost is something that would be better as like an anime, I feel like. My BDPS queen. They're doing Dune Messiah, I see. Dune 3 movie, if we're talking about the Timothée Chalamet one. Dune 3 is coming out in 2026. That makes sense. I mean, it did do so well. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, one more bead on this one. And we'll call it. Okay. The squirter bracelet is done. It's very simple, you know, but I think it's still really cute. It's so small. Okay, give me a second to focus and tie this. What's good? We're making kandi. My back already hurts from doing this. Like, this is some serious labor. Simple but cute. Yeah, we don't really have many, like, of those, like, those really, like, cutesy fun charms. Okay, guys, give me a second. There needs to be, like, a more efficient way of tying these bracelets than just having to get me to, like, what do you do if you have fat fingers? The fat finger people must suffer so badly because this shit is so hard. Ah. Oh, this is hard. Posture check. No, not now. You never last in a sweatshop. I know, clearly my genetics were not made for suffering like that. With a collection of Mexican Jordans, bro, what the fuck are Mexican Jordans? You know, I told you guys, hot take, I don't like how Jordans look. Personally, I feel like they make your feet look fat. I especially don't like how they look on women, but honestly, I'm not a fan of how they look on everyone. Hi, Sanj. I do be struggling in tying. Well, like always, I keep making all these bracelets too long or too short. No. No, it's falling apart. It's falling apart. Okay, I might have to cut off some beads, but then it's gonna look uneven, which makes me angry. I hate it. Bro, I said the same thing. What are Mexican Jordans? Are you not gonna answer my question? What are Mexican Jordans? But it's a hot take for sure.
How's it going?
I'm slaving away.
How many?
I'm on my second one.
What?
Well, I'm like spending time talking and shit. I'm not just like, you know. Okay. You can do it. Thank you. Are Mexican Jordans knockoffs? I only like Panda Dunks, but I've only had one pair. I just don't like shoes that make your feet look fat. Like those kawaii chunky sneakers for girls. Those can be really cute if you're like 5 feet tall and you have like a size like 5 foot. But besides that, I'm just like, not crazy about that. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Pretty hair, thank you. Thank you. It's very frizzy, as always. It's okay. Loki, I'm thinking about getting, well, definitely not in the budget right now. But in the future, I'm thinking about getting hair extensions. I've been seeing a lot of people I know get extensions lately, and I want them because I want to have, like, really long hair again. But honestly, like, when my hair gets that length, it just looks bad. It just looks frizzy and shit. And I'm like, I feel like I just need, like, that at that point, you just need extensions. He sounds disappointed in your sweatshop ability. I know, no pee breaks until you make 500. Is this the Amazon office? Do you guys remember when all those reports were coming out about, like, the working conditions at Amazon? And people were like, yeah, they timed if I pissed and I got up to leave my desk. Okay, guys, this is really hard. This is so hard. This is probably, like, one of the hardest things I've done in 2025. TikTok slang, if we don't know what it means, yeah, we're too old for that shit, D-Day. I don't be scrolling on TikTok that much anymore, honestly. I don't like TikTok's, like, UI as much as I like Reels. Though I think people on Reels are insane. Oh my god, okay, I got it! Yes! Super competitive, too. They don't time you, they gaslight you, though. You guys want to hear something really sad about an actual sweatshop? So do you guys know when, like, those people were jumping off the nets at, like, the iPhone factory in Shenzhen in China? It's because, like, apparently they had, like, a life insurance policy that gets paid out to their family. So that's why they put the nets there. because these people are like, oh, like I'm like worth less alive. Like I'd rather have like my family get some money, which is super sad. Foxconn classic. LOL. Jeez, that's dark. It's super dark, yeah. Pee in bottles are garbage for Amazon. Walking in the bathroom on a different floor would hurt your productivity and Amazon would call you out. My God. That's Black Mirror kind of stuff. We live in a very dark world. It's you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me in America where like you know, there are people who choose to die instead of getting cancer treatment because they don't want to burden their family with like the cost of their cancer treatment, you know. Can you make a creamer one if I donate $10? Ah, it's a lot of work to make for $10. What's your next offer? Opposed to making a different one. Okay, this is really tiny, but I think when you put it on it works. Oh, it's perfect actually. This is like perfect for my squirter. Wow, it's cute. Wow. Cute. Nice. Especially if it's a new policy. I see. Well, maybe it was before they wrangled that in. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. The alternate beads are slay. Yeah, I think I did a really nice job with this one. It actually ended up being like perfect size. Like this one is really, really big. This one is almost like the size for a man's wrist, this purple one. So my friend might need to give this one to a guy. Or she could just wear it like high on the arm. Ooh, or a Brittany Griner anklet. That would be adorbs. I've always wanted my own personal Brittany Griner anklet. People be fighting for that one. That bracelet would be a big hit. Yeah, I don't know if my friends are gonna be the type where they want to like exchange them or anything, but or if they're just gonna keep them for themselves. But you know, auction the large one. Just wave it around. Who wants the Brittany Griner bracelet? Who wants it? Take out a life insurance policy, kill your next day, and think they'll pay. That's fair. But apparently that's why people are doing it for Foxconn. So maybe China didn't put in those precautions until they did. And then people are like, okay, let's stop killing ourselves. But once again, that should be saying something about their working conditions there. Bidding starts at 1K. Guys, maybe I'm wasting my time Twitch streaming. Maybe I need to be making this. Maybe this is my calling. Okay, next we're going to do a cuck bracelet. So this one is going to be for me, but I might like try and, I don't know, like give it away or something like that. What other cool bracelet ideas is there besides Squirter, Cuck, and Brittany Griner? Anyone have any other ideas? That's all I got right now. Cuck bracelet, let's fucking go, hell yeah. What color defines cuck? I want to do like pink and red and purple, like pinks, just because I haven't used the pink beads yet and they're cute. Boner? Nah. You know, I actually had a family friend growing up with a dog named Boner. They'd be like, Boner, come here. I'd be like, and I obviously as a kid, I didn't know that it was like a funny name, that the parents were like silly. Peanuts, no. You guys have to get more creative. BFF with these bracelets, like, you know, people have it say like way more wild stuff. But okay, let's keep it moving. Fallopian. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's just like odd, something like way more odd. Jorkin. Fallopian is just like random, but I feel like that would actually maybe be like a hit. Why are your socks never the same color? No, these socks are the exact same color. These are a pair of socks, man. Okay, I'm gonna get more water. And then I'm also gonna get my portable charger. got my charger so we can charge the bracelet cam, the sweatshop cam, while we bracelet. Very nice charger here. Would recommend. Not a sponsor. They should sponsor me then. Okay. Give me 1 second. Now let me plug you guys in. Okay. Cool. Y'all are charging. Time is the wrong word the more I think about it. Yeah, but I mean, I get what you're trying to say. What is the right word, though? Oh, not you guys seeing my wall. That I do not know, my friend. Okay. There we go. How do you guys feel about the sweatshop cam? You look adorable. Thanks. Does Big Boy have his tongue out? No, he doesn't have his tongue out. They're not really tongue out cats, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna move. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I have a new gimbal, yay. But I already packed it away. So I thought I would just use my old gimbal today, because all it's doing is just, like, holding up my phone. But, you know, it's being a little wonk still. Okay, cool. You guys get a cat cam as well with this. Flaccid Gimby. I know, Gimby never gets hard. Okay. So, I think we are going to be using I have these really adorable, like, pink, like, Valentine's Day-y looking beads. These ones here, I think we can make a very cute bracelet like this. ASMR. You know what ASMR videos I've been getting recommended a lot lately, which is interesting because I've never really watched them. Have you guys seen those ASMR videos that's like best head massage in India or like in Philippines? And it's just like a white guy who goes around to like different like South Asian or Southeast Asian countries and just asks them for like a street massage, and he just gets like rubbed the fuck down. And I'm like, this is such an interesting like way to make a living. What's a gimbal? It's the electronic stand that holds my phone. But yeah, it's such an interesting way to make a living. I haven't seen that. Yeah, they do that. And I'm like, you know, it sounds sexual. It's not sexual. They just get like a massage. It's always like dudes, because like, you know, a woman would not be able to do that job without getting like creeped on. But it's just so random. I'm like, why am I getting suggested these so much now? Sometimes the massages, I watched a few of them, sometimes the massages look really good. And then other times they just look like really painful. But my issue is that like no one washes their hands before. I should make a bracelet that says simp. Should I just hand it out to if I run into any viewers at EDC? Daily Max, yeah. No, the Daily Max guy, those are the ones that I've been getting recommended. He's just like this southern white dude, and he's like, yeah, I'm here in Bangalore, and I'm about to get the best head massage of my life. I'm about to get absolutely rubbed down. Okay, maybe his southern accent isn't that strong, but like, it's notable, I guess, to someone without it. And then he'll like go to get the massage. He'll be like, oh my god, this guy's getting all up in my guts. I love it. And I'm just like, what? The cat is passed out. Phoebe Bridgers massage. Arkansas, I think. Oh, he's actually from Arkansas. The fact that I've been to Arkansas, that's truly like the most random state I've ever been to. And hi, Alec. How are you doing? Summer's Eve bracelet. That's cute. You know, they say not to use Summer's Eve, so I stopped using it. Because people started scaring me with their Summer's Eve commentary. I also just got too lazy to buy it still. Make it a lychee simp one even. I'll make that for TwitchCon. Have you visited all 50 states? No, definitely not the Midwest. I've been to like, so I've been to the entire East Coast in the range of Florida up until Massachusetts. So from Florida to Massachusetts, and then I've been to West Virginia, Arkansas, Colorado, Nevada, and then all of the West Coast. Oh, and Hawaii. So definitely not. What's Summer's Eve? Summer's Eve is the main brand of pussy wash. So it's like body wash, but for your pussy. Vagisil also makes one, but like the most popular one is Summer's Eve. And like they say that it's like gynecologist tested. It's like gyno okayed that you can use Summer's Eve. But then other people are like, oh, you know, like the vagina is self-cleaning. Like Shouldn't be sticking Summer's Eve in your pussy. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the right answer. I'm not a gynecologist. I don't know the right answer. It's not antibacterial. It just is like a freshening wash, but like it is true that it is self-cleaning, so like it's probably not necessary. You don't need it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel like you need it, honestly. If you have like it's like a bonus. It's like fun and all, but like I guess if you have proper hygiene, it's not really like necessary. It throws your pH off. Yeah, that's a worry. I think it depends on the person though. Like some people, they have like very, very delicate pH, and other people not at all. Don't have like their pH is pretty sturdy. I actually have a friend who has super delicate like pH, delicate all that stuff. She actually got, you know, BV just from like sleeping with her boyfriend at the time. And they, you know, people say they're like, oh, if your body doesn't chemically mesh with someone, that means like you guys shouldn't be together. Anyways, he ended up cheating on her, so they definitely should not have been together, bro. Or maybe that's why she got it, but I don't know. Crazy. Pussy perfume. More like, nah, not perfume. It's like body wash just for your coochie, essentially. Self-cleaning like a cat. I never thought about that way. I guess it's a very, creative take. Good for you. What time are you streaming till at night? Maybe like another hour. I don't know, dude, because you know what I'm trying to decide? So I have to like get up at 3 a.m. to leave. I'm like, should I even go to sleep? Like, why does it even matter? I drank like a little bit of an Alani before this because I just need to stay awake. So, okay. But I'm enjoying just talking while sweat shopping. It's nice. Okay. Oh, I think this one is about the same, a pretty good length. Okay, we're gonna make a cuck bracelet. I want it to be really cutesy, really fun. A nap would be a good idea. I think so, but I'm not great at falling asleep. I wish I could sleep on the plane, so I'm gonna try and drug myself. Unfortunately, I have no access to Xanax, which would be absolutely great. So I'm just gonna take like 5 melatonins and hope that it just makes me like crash. Because now that I'm going on a straight flight, God bless, it's not like I need to be like awake. Like I can just be dead the entire thing. Melatonin, yeah. Pretty good length. What? For a flight? Maybe some Benadryl. I don't have any Benadryl, unfortunately. The flight's heterosexual? Yeah, it is. It is. My last flight was incredibly homosexual, unfortunately. Blackout drunk. No, God. And then I have to get blackout drunk tomorrow morning. Dude, day parties, or as we called them in college, darties. Drinking sometimes that early feels kind of wrong. I might just not drink and just chill by the pool until I get goaded into it. Oh my God, some of these colors are so cute. I love. Look at this pearlescent pink. That is so pretty. Darties. Yeah. Did you guys say darties? A good whack to the head. Very true. Very true. How do you feel sitting in the emergency exit on planes? We actually sat by the emergency exit last time, flying back from Miami. A lot of legroom, especially in Comfort Plus, I'll tell you. But I'm fine with it, honestly. It's whatever. I try and like, I'm always one of those people where I try really not psych myself out for things that I have no control over. So, you know, is unhealthy and illegal. Thank you, Solo. You're trying to save me from the... Are you trying to save me from the sweatshop? Okay. Trying to think what... So I'm thinking like a pink and red... Cute... red and You can hear him.
Hi, Bubba. You're so fat.
He's so juicy. Cause that you're committed at that point, so I just try and chill. Exactly. Literally. Even though you get your room. Is your bro married and he had kids and he was like, Lychee would want you to be a good aunt to my kids, what would you do? It's hard for me to fathom that situation because, like, you know, my brother's never even had a serious relationship as an adult or, like, ever. He's never had a serious relationship in his life, which is, like, fine, I guess. But all that for me to say, like, you know, he's just, like, miles, like, light years away from getting married, let alone, like, having a child. I mean, of course, even though we're not close, I wouldn't ever put that on his children. Like, I would, like, love to be, you know, an aunt to them. I probably wouldn't live near them, so there'd be that. But my biggest worry with that would just be that, like, if he had kids, like, they would just end up getting dumped on my mom. Okay, instead of cuck, guys, I think we should make it say huge cuck. Because I feel like that's funnier. No, or it's just cuck. Like, just cuck, period. That might be funnier. You know what I mean? I think the stream is lagging. It's lagging. Refresh? Maybe? It's not lagging. I don't know why it would be lagging. I thought it's not just me lagging. I thought it was my... What the... Okay, I don't know why that's doing that. Brandon, did you unplug... Did the... Is your internet lagging?
Let me see.
Mine is lagging for some reason. Everyone's saying. Thought my brain. It's fine. Guys, what do I do if our internet is fine and it's just apparently lagging? Was choking out the last 2 minutes? Oh, okay. If that ever happens, let me know. Well, you guys let me know. So what should I do? Is there anything I can even do? It seems fine now, is it? Wow, right in the middle of my monologue about my cuck bracelet. Is it good? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't really get this issue usually. I mean, we're good? Okay. There's no actual, like... There's no change in settings. Or anything like that. So, I don't know. You're sweet, am I? Huge cuck is funnier. You think huge cuck? Okay. I'll do that. Let me close my door more so give Brendan while he does this stuff. Big cuck? Well, I just worry that big cuck, people might read it as like big cock, which I don't want them to do. I want it to very clearly say like huge cuck. But okay, yeah, I'll do huge cuck. I think that's more fun. So the lagging is okay now, guys? Where is the G? I'm using the colorful beads because honestly, I just don't trust the letter selection in the non-colorful beads. It's pretty ass. Okay. How about now? Good? Is good? So far so good. Better? Well, good or better? Like, is there still the audio issue? Because I can't hear, so you guys need to tell me. Is there still the audio issue? Is there still the lag? It's good. There's no crazy delay. It's fine? Okay. Wow, JP, what's your opposition of saying it's good? You're like, I don't like webcams. Good. Everything is fine. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wow, guys, we love IRL Toolkit, even though it costs $1 billion a month. Because this way, I didn't have to end stream. You know, back in the day, I would have to end stream, but I forgot about, you know, the power of IRL Toolkit, and I can just send your ass to clips. Did you guys get to see any clips during that time period? Let me bring back the cam. Voice is back to normal. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. This is also just a big boy cam, casually.
Right, Mr. Snuggles. You're so cute.
Very nice. It's just a blank screen. It just went back black. Yeah, for some reason when I send you guys to clips from my PC, it just goes black. But when I send you guys to clips through mobile, it will actually show you clips. I think the difference is that like my mobile ingest is my primary ingest, whereas this computer is my secondary ingest. Because when you set up Toolkit, they make you set your IRL as your prime ingest. Not that that information is at all interesting or useful to you guys, but yeah. Okay, back to making our huge cuck bracelet. You a hardline, right? Not on Wi-Fi? No, yeah, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Ethernet for sure. That's like that big ass white cable you see like running out of my room. I have a 100-foot Ethernet thing. Yes, cuck bracelet, yes. Look at him licking his feetsies.
Are you licking your feet? You're so fat and overweight and round looking.
He's just glaring at mommy. Okay, let's continue on. Yes. Get to hear anything you were saying about... Oh, I'm just going to make it... I think I'm going to do huge cuck. Because I think huge cuck sounds more fun. But then my only worry about huge cuck was that, like, someone might think it says huge cock. Which is not, like, what I'm going for here. Like, I specifically am going for huge cuck. Also... And I'm going to use pink beads just because, like, there's so many cutesy pink beads. Here, actually... Let's see if I can find all pink and red letters for it. No, that's too difficult. That's too difficult. I am not. That's like some S tier sweatshop work. You can have my Fortnite bandwidth. Are you a hardcore Fortniter? Is huge cock and it turns into something else. That's why it's funny. I guess you're right. You gotta subvert expectations, Scott. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Boo is funny. He's like, actually, can you go back into like your lore about the huge cuck bracelet? I'm like, yes, sir. Okay. I think we can take like some of these cute star beads again and maybe like put some on the edge and everything. This might have to be my last bracelet, maybe one more after this because this is like back-breaking labor. I told you guys like on my paternal side, on my white side, they worked in the sweatshops, like bro, or not the, well, probably was a sweatshop. Like my white grandparents, they worked in factories in Baltimore. That's why they dropped out of school in 4th grade, which is like crazy to me. And now I'm like, bro, this is some labor. No, I'm kidding. But still, that is pretty crazy. Isn't that the point of a sweatshop? Are you flying out of Newark? No, thank God. I actually put it that I was refusing to fly out of Newark because if you guys don't know, Newark is having so many issues right now. So I put that I was only okay with LaGuardia or JFK when I was looking for flights, thank God. That 9 to 10-year-olds are useful in factories? No, because those are the ones that are small and they can get in there. Right? Like they can get in the machines and shit. But that's actually insane to me that like my paternal grandparents only had a 4th grade education. Like I cannot comprehend that. That's criminal. It's also crazy because my maternal grandparents, my mom's parents, like both had like master's level or whatever, like above bachelor's. So quite a contrast of the same generation for sure. If they can pay them low wages, exactly. Get your flight info and track it and make sure you get there safe. I won't stalk you. Boy, get the... Okay. There's so many pretty beads. I don't even know which one to choose. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make this like super kawaii desu. You know, the more I look at these really pretty colored ones, I understand why children like yearn to eat these. Because like I said, like I am yearning to eat these as I'm looking at them more and more. Do these shades of pink go together or is this like too clashing? I think that's too clashing. Hi, Lynn. What age should a man leave his parents' house? That is so difficult to answer because I feel like there is not a singular answer for that, right? Like I feel like it's like where do you live? How expensive is the area that you live in? Are you responsible for like taking care of your parents? Like some people responsible for taking care of their parents should stay at home. You know, are you in a culture where you're expected to stay at home more opposed to a culture where you're expected to go out on your own? Like, yeah, if you give me more specifics, maybe I'll have an opinion, but yeah. Get your credit card info and 3 numbers on the back, and your SSN, and your mother's maiden name, and the street you grew up on. At 14. Until he's married. In this economy, probably save money to stay at home. Yeah, like, honestly, like, with the way things are going, it's not like, I mean, I don't think people, like, look at other people crazy when they're like, yeah, I'm at home still. Does this bead go? Oh, that's adorable. Oh my god, there's, like, this lilac color. I love pretty girly colors. So fun. Okay, let's see. Staying home holds you back. I do agree with that, though, 100%. But I also think that, you know, you can look at it with nuance and be like, yeah, staying home does hold you back for sure, but not everyone like has the option always to not. It's hard to say. So does crushing debt. Just join a call. In my opinion, there's no way it's comfortable of a person in life living with their parents or close ones. I mean, I need to have a house to find a girlfriend. Yeah, I think unless you're from a more traditional culture, but if you're like American living in like a metropolitan area and you're more like quote unquote a modern individual, it would probably be hard in the dating regard if you live at home. As a guy, I think like if you're a girl, men are just horny and like they're not gonna like care that much. But yeah, actually I don't like this specific shade of bead. I'm just so particular about this for some reason. But nuance, yeah, it's like I said, it's hard because it's so situational. It's so situational. It's also like, how long do you plan on living at home, right? Like, if you have a hard cutoff, that may be more doable for some people. Pay off debt. What age is someone strikes? Oh my god, please. Yeah, I'm cooked, chat. Totally agree with you. For girls, it's not too bad. For a man living at home alone, it's not good at age is distracting. Well, I do agree that like living at home regardless of gender holds you back. But I think if you're asking in like a dating perspective, I'm just saying I don't think men give a fuck. If like a girl lives at home, they're like, woman hot, ooga booga. But like women, you know, we tend to be more selective because we have the ability to do so. So there might be like more, you know, care there, if that makes sense. But I don't know, it's hard. It's so situational. I mean, I don't judge anyone for living at home. I don't give a fuck. But I know personally for myself that if I like lived at home, I would have gone insane still. Like I would rather just like have to work a lot and live on my own than work less and live at home. But that's not everyone. Some people would rather, you know, have more chill life with their family. It also depends on the relationship you have to your family. Ooga booga. Hi, Jeremy. Do you miss home or think about moving back? I mean, I miss my mom and I love her, but no, I don't think about moving back. As some of you guys know, I actually lived at home for 3 months in between leases this summer. And even though I enjoyed spending time with my mom, it did, and this is not to do with her, but in general, it did feel like it felt like a prison, honestly. And I felt, you know, my mind felt like I regressed almost being there. So, you know, I say as I make my huge cuck bracelet. When man asks you, it's disgusting, lol. How hot do you think you're on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't answer that question on Twitch because you'll get flamed for any answer. LOL. Okay. I'm going to add a star bead in the center. No, I don't. I'm out of baby pink star beads. Never mind. Never mind. Gotta add maybe some clear beads in the center. Or always pick me. LOL. Where are you living, by the way? I live in New York, and I do pay rent, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, living here, I do be paying rent. But, you know, no, but I always say this, like, you know, you don't fully know yourself until you live on your own. And, like, the growth you experience living on your own is really unmatched. And I think it is, you know, something that we can all benefit from, for sure. Are you an aspiring homeowner? No, at this moment I have no interest in being a homeowner. Not only because I'm poor, but just because like I wouldn't even want to know where that is, or like I don't even know where I'd want to settle down, and it's just so far off in my mind. I'm just like not really pressed. Like I want to focus on like, you know, like grinding, doing things I like, hopefully, you know, making money, continuing all my lovely interpersonal relationships, traveling, seeing the world, experiencing, petting my cats. Yeah, I'm just not pressed. And, you know, at least I live in a time where the economy is so bad that no one cares. You know, if I lived like 15 years ago or some shit, they'd be like, why don't you care about buying a house? Rent an apartment your whole life? No, I just don't care about, you know, home ownership at the moment. I mean, I have, like, I'm not going to die for like another like 65 years. I hope so. A friend of mine moved with this girl. They had 2 kids. They broke up for 2 years. Now he pays rent on his own place, $2K a month. Damn. Tell me about EDC and the culture. Is this the biggest event of the year? I've never been to EDC, though I've been to a lot of raves, but this is like the biggest rave in the States. Yeah. The biggest rave overall is Tomorrowland, which is in, I think, is it in Belgium or the Netherlands? Home gotta be like 500K. That's another thing too. It's like, I mean, if you've seen like the way that, you know, it used to be back in the day, like for our parents, I don't remember how much it was. It was like, you know, they could buy a home off 3 years, 4 years of their salary. Now it's like, it takes like fucking like 20 years of your salary to afford a home in like the place you live. So it's just not as feasible at the moment. So like what's the point of thinking about it? Just to like emo jerk off to the thought that I won't be a homeowner anytime soon. It's small, cozy little place. Oh, that's very cute. Yeah, unless I move to like, you know, an area that I find particularly undesirable. Oh man, did you make me a candy? I could, Dilly. If my back doesn't start hurting. Oh my god, I can't believe, Dilly, I can't believe I'm gonna see you in like 12 hours, bro. That's crazy. I haven't seen you since I fucking stepped on you like 9 months ago. Ah. What was that laugh? Should have bought a house before I was born. Literally, I know, I always think about like, why did I not buy my current self a house with my past life, bro? Fumble. But yeah, don't feel ashamed if you live at home, guys. But, you know, it's life. Like, sometimes that's just easier. But I would say that, like, if you can move out, even if it's not that far away from your family, if you can comfortably move out, I would say do it. You'll grow a lot as a person, as Scott was saying. Boss Baby did, buyer's market. Yeah, another thing is, too, that, like, so many people are just, like, buying up properties like Airbnb and all that shit. Table next to us, host table, he'll have ABGs. Oh my god, you want to get stepped on at Porter? Oh fuck yeah, Dilly. Okay, I'm gonna be wearing espadrilles, which are like these sandals that are like this thick, so I can step on you. Oh my god, guys, should I step on Dilly tomorrow at Porter at the day party we're going to? Do you go for Flushing for food? Space barbecue? I haven't been to Flushing in fucking forever, but I am planning on going when I get back. I just haven't been in a really long time. Flushing, because Flushing is like very far out of the city. Half my income and I have a bachelor suite. Yeah, I'd rather be this than living with my parents. Yeah. My rent is, it's not half, well, no, now I got laid off, so maybe it is half my income. I don't know. I mean, I make a different amount of money every month because even when I was working full-time, I had my full-time job, which is a set amount of money, but then like Twitch is like such a varying amount of money. But yeah. Need a Twitch mansion. Pull out the step on me mommies. Oh, hell yeah. Captain Cuck in the flesh. Captain Cuck is here, reporting for service. Have you guys seen that guy who does that really gay, like, salute? That gay kid who's about to get deported to the Taiwanese military? He's like, I just want to serve, not serve. And everyone's like, bro, even your salute looks gay as fuck. Lol. As club pimp tomorrow. Oh god. Look, are you currently looking for new jobs? Yeah, I'm looking for jobs while streaming. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, wait, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, perfect. So, oh my god, guys, it's adorable. Oh my, is this not a cute ass bracelet? So it says huge cuck. Whoever gets this one is a lucky gal. I'm gonna wear it for now, but you know, for the right person, I might be willing to part with it because it's about sharing the love. Is that for me? I don't know, Dilly, do you want me to make you one? I can make you a bracelet right now if you want. What do you want it to say? Like, it needs to be something about getting stepped on. Because this is girl size. This wouldn't fit you. Like, this is like the girl size wrist one. Please do. Okay, guys. We all know Dilly is the cuck of Twitch, but what else? What else should I call? I'm gonna make yours. Okay. Hi, stars. How are you doing? You watch those Netflix documentaries. They tell you things crime lords look out for. Wait, what were you talking about? Floor mat? If a man liked to get stepped on, guys, what bracelet would you give him? Floor mat could work, but I feel like something else. Like I could say like step on me, mommy, but then that's too long. Official Wasian migration, yes, make me a Wasian theme candy. I don't have that one. QoS, that's a subcategory of cuck. Okay, bro, you know a little bit. He's out here with the cuck subcategories. You are a little too knowledgeable, my friend. Check his search history. Check his watch history. That's kind of crazy. Tired of your sexist rhetoric, E-Witch. How are you doing, booty? No, I'll have the Wasian migration candy, but you... That'd be cute. Wasian migration. That's what I call it when we move all the Wasians into the empty land in Kazakhstan. The Wasian migration. We can't waste hella points anymore. People already used it today because I have it on a limiter. Bro's educating us clearly. Yeah, I just learned something. So what does this QoS subcategory of cuck even mean? Like what does that even mean? The Asian migration. Wrecked my wallet. Cuckopedia. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's creative. If you like to get stepped on, what jewelry would you give him? Free feet bracelet. Hi, Omega. Hi, Broski. How are you doing? Oh, hi, Liz. How are you doing? What's up? Liz, are you going to EDC? EDC. You guys know there's also a cruise version of EDC called EDC, like sea like the ocean. I feel like that would be dangerous. Like a bunch of people that are like very not sober on a boat. I also, as I've told you guys before, I just do not like boats that much. I'm not a fan of boats. So maybe that's just my dislike of boats coming through. Unless a rich person wants to let me on their yacht. Fact about myself. My favorite mushroom is the shiitake. Quickly followed by the enoki. Are you going to see Elenium? I'm actually probably not going to see Elenium. Yeah. I'm on the other side of that. EDC, I've experienced that before. Really interesting. Queen of Spades. Basically, I like to get cucked by a well-endowed black man. Wow. That is super specific. So QoS is a cuck subcategory term. Queen of Spades. He specifically wants to be cucked by a well-endowed black man. That's pretty crazy. Kiss my boots. Your team Iso cuck. Aren't you too? Okay. Adorable. Guys, look. Is it not so cute? It's so cute. Oh my god, it fits me it's a bit big. But it almost fits me perfectly. It was easier to tie though. Huge cuck. So cute. Team Iso cuck. Yeah, if you guys don't know, this sounds so cringy to anyone who's not like Asian American. But like there's this thing at EDC this year called the Great Asian Divide or some shit. So pretty much the two sets that all the Asian people would want to go to, one is Izonok and the other is Olenium B2B Slander. And because they're trying to control the crowd and not have like a crowd crush or a stampede happen, they made sure to put those sets at the exact same time on the exact opposite ends of the festival. So it's legitimately impossible for anyone to go to both of them. So they, you know, which is hilarious because at Insomniac events, you know, the CEO of Insomniac's white too. You know, he was sitting there at the board meeting and be like, how the fuck do we get all these Asian people to split up? Fuck, there's so many fucking Asian people at this shit. And then they came up with that genius idea. So everyone's like, oh, are you going Izonok or are you going Elenium? I'm definitely gonna go Izonok. So it's just comical. Great Asian migration, FOMO. Oh, you're not going this year, Liz? Too bad. That's fucked up. Well, I think it's smart at the end of the day because they're just trying to prevent like an issue from happening. Oh my, like you guys remember the Itaewon crowd crush in Korea? Like that was horrible. That was terrifying, you know? So they're definitely just trying to prevent something like that from happening. It is smart. Yeah, it's smart. Was so uncomfy and crowded. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Izonok because those are like two of my favorite DJs, but it is annoying in the sense that like Izonok will have more like rowdy Kevin Wins. Like you guys know those Asian dudes who like are at raves and they keep screaming and moshing and they wear black tank tops. Like I will definitely like it will definitely be the worst crowd of the two. But then I like the music at that one so much better that I feel like I have to go. But I'm gonna be like terrified the whole time. I'm gonna be like, oh god, oh please, please Kevin Win. Oh my god, please Josh Tran, don't bump into me. Poor Kate to Izonok. Gee, lol, don't do that to her. Try Oliver, see if it works as a cat collar. No, these cats, their necks are way too big. I mean, these are some fat ass cats. Look, it's not even the size of his head. What's this fat nug? You want to sniff? Do you want to sniff now? Kevin Wins as we get back. LOL. Cute. So cute. Okay. Dilly, I'm going to make you a bracelet now. So guys, Dilly likes to get stepped on. What... I think I'll just make it say step on me, right? I feel like that's pretty good. So far, if you guys, I mean, our first bracelet we made, it might be an anklet, is Brittany Griner for my friend who is in love with Brittany Griner. Second one we made was Squirter for my friend who's a squirter. And then I made Huge Cuck for either myself or just like anyone who, you know, can steal this from me. Cute. Asian persuasion. I just happen to have been stepped on. Sure. Is that how it works? Just enough for Oliver's nose. That's big boy. But yeah. You already make one nipple piercing. Oh. Well, my friend who has one nipple piercing does not rave. So, Cream Team. Oh my god. Dude, that's like, have you guys watched Kakagurui, whatever that, you know, like the devious gambling anime? I love that anime. But anyways, they're like two girls in that. They formed like an idol duo, like a band, and they call themselves Dream Cream Team. And I'm like, this is so sick. This is so sick. Dream Cream Team. This is so sick. And only fucking anime would come up with that shit. Only Japan, man. Okay, do not knock this over when you jump down. I swear to God, big boy. I swear, Mr. Nugget. Yeah, stay in view of the camera. You add aesthetic value to the stream. I'm more about women empowerment. Dilly's like, it's not that I like to get stepped on by all these hot girls. It's more like I'm here for empowering women.
Lychee Ken Kavak.
Thank you for the sub. 17 out of 10. Yay. Yay. Love when we exceed the sub goal. If it's so sick, why can't you come up with it and better? Wait, what's so sick? Gambling anime actually sounds cool. I might check that one out. Yeah, so pretty much like the premise of it is there's like all these really rich kids and they go to like a gambling high school. So they gamble away not just money, they gamble away crazy ass shit. They're like, oh, I gamble away, like I have to rip, you have to rip off your fingernails if I beat you. And they do all these crazy games, like they'll bring like a gun out and Russian roulette, all that. Or they'll be like, I'm gonna put you in an arranged marriage when you graduate with this psycho if you lose. Like, it's like really intense shit. What do you call the carpet in front of your doorstop? Wait, what carpet in front of my doorstop? I have a carpet? Okay, so this is for Dilly. So, sorry to be sexist again about wrist size. So we're gonna have to do some male wrist size thing. So if this is my wrist size, roughly, maybe I would do this much for a man's wrist. That looks so big though, honestly, but it's fine. I can always cut it. Thank you, I got you. Someone makes anime, make a better one. The best anime, Attack on Titan, has already been made. I don't need to be out here making anime. I'm not a storyteller in that way. I prefer 12 beads on each side. That is so specific. Okay. Thank you. I will note that. That helps me a lot. That you know your wrist size so intimately and everything. But yeah, I was thinking maybe if I have this stuff, I'll make these for viewers for TwitchCon or like top donos or some shit. I don't know. I can't make these for everyone I see, or I'd be slaving away for like 10 hours. But I'll try. I'm ran through. Goddamn, bro. Since we last hung out. Goddamn. You know, love when a man admits to being ran through. We love when lingo is equal on every side. Okay. Guys, I'm working on.
Do you think this is bad, Riz?
What oh, thank you for the 5. Do you think it's bad, Riz? Oh shit, dude, I can't click on that right now, but if you send it in Discord and tag me, I can watch it.
Do you think this is bad, Riz?
I can't even barely move my mouse with all these beads and shit. It probably is bad, Riz, whatever it is, though, honestly. I'm looking to double my body count at EDC. Okay, oh my god, Dilly. That would be crazy, doubling your one body count in a weekend, unless your body count is like 1 or 2. What is your body count? If you want to admit it here on stream. You guys want to admit your body counts? Come on, men. Answer the question. Everyone's just gonna be like 0, 0. Okay, this is still a really good size. My body count is 1. Oh, is it actually 1? Okay. You could double your body count at EDC. How did you know? Well, if you're actually realistically talking about doubling your body count in a weekend, it's hard to find more than one person a weekend. W Dilly. Dilly's a wholesome boy. Guys, a wholesome boy. I think it's 3. Wait, how would you not know if it's 3? Because 3's like enough, like you can still keep track at that point. I understand if your body count's like 20 plus and at that point you forget the count. But like I feel like at 3 you would know. Negative, balance cleanup, rare non-virgin in chat. Yeah, I don't even believe all the numbers being said, honestly. But that's fine. Okay, yeah, Dilly, I hope you find a lovely lady and you guys have a lovely time together and you get to double your body count from 1 to 2. That makes sense though, because you were in like a really long-term relationship, right? So 69% non-virgins apparently. Just 1, unfortunately, maybe like 1.5. What does that even mean? What is 1.5?
Oh, you're such a cute nugget.
Oh, guys, they're both just laying here on the ground. They're so fat and silly looking. Half? Yeah, what is half? Like you put it like halfway in or something? Okay, I'm gonna, now that Big Boy's not in frame, I'm gonna crop this just because no point in showing all that dead space. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make it this say step on me. Billy, what kind of colors do you like? Like what kind of like color family? Or are you cool with anything? Let me know. Never mind, I'm high. The half is just getting head. I don't personally think that counts. I mean, I think getting head and having sex with someone is still like pretty different. But like, yeah, to each their own. Who am I to? Because, you know, with a lot of gay people, they define sex as just head. And like, I'm not here to take that away from them. So, whatever. How many years does it take to be a legit born-again virgin? Asking for friends. All you do is you just clap your hands and spin around 3 times. And then you're a born-again virgin. I do that every time I have sex. Pineapple Express, LOL. Self-cleaning. All right, then just 1. Yeah, that's fair too. Okay, Dilly, what colors? What colors you want? I don't think I'm gonna use these colorful things for him. I think I might use these. Step on me. Okay. Cute. Let's see. Giving head has 100% led to sex for me. Yeah, I think it's pretty rare. Well, I think in my experience, usually like if you're gonna give or receive oral from someone, you would like sleep with them. But then I also feel like there are a lot of people that I've heard about these people in college, but not ever really been around them, where like they want to do something, so they'll do like head, but then they're like too afraid to actually like have sex with a person. I'm like, well then I just wouldn't even want to go near their dick at all. Like, dicks are scary, bro. Do not jump on this desk. Do not jump on this desk. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, look who it is. It's Fat Nugget. Hi, Fat Nugget. You're so cute. He says, mother. He was about to jump on this desk, and you're about to see like 1,000 beads go flying. You are so gorgeous looking. You're mommy's prettiest princess. Look at my pretty princess. He is so cute. God forbid someone be a munch. Yeah, sorry. This is in no way, this is anti-munch rhetoric. Okay, I think more what I was thinking about is I knew a good handful of girls at like end of high school and college where like they wanted to like, maybe it's because like they were doing it for like male validation when they like were still like on their self-love journey, but they would like give guys head, but then they wouldn't have sex with them because that was like too far. But then I'm like, girl, you get nothing out of just sucking a random man's dick. Just don't do anything to him. Just don't speak to him. Leave him alone. But you know, there are like a good handful of young girls who like go through confidence issues, have those phases, and then like grow up and move on from it. Okay, I'm looking for the O-N. Step on me. Step on me. M-E. All that. How much to drop cat on desk? God, worth cleaning up all these beads. Dude, I don't even think there's a price. Unless it's like a fat price. Fat cat. I know he's a chonker. He's a chonkiest boy. Okay, I like how Dilly goes MIA right when I'm making him a bracelet. Like, I'm just gonna assume, what color do men like? No, I'm kidding. Should I make it the colors of the Vietnamese flag? No offense to the Vietnamese flag, our flag, but it's not the cutest colors, so maybe not. Let me think. Did you ever buy that Pascal cutout? I forgot. I will buy it. I had the tab up. And then I will give it away at some point. You see, does Big Boy give emotional support for job hunting? He does. They're both they're super cuddly, sweet cats. But I don't think they know what I'm doing. Right, because they definitely don't understand, even when I'm working, they don't understand like it's something I need to be doing. They're just like, mother rub me. Mommy does not love me anymore because mommy does not give me pets. Okay, if I made a step on me bracelet, guys, what kind of colors? Maybe red, because it's like evil. But then blue is like so cute and calm. Sylveon characters? What are Sylveon? I don't know Pokemon that well. I also have like yellows and oranges, but those are fucking ugly, so I don't want to use those. So these are like the main 3 trays that I'm kind of rocking with. Can't bother mommy at work. No, but that's why I love, like, dude, that's why I can only work remotely, because my cats are so accustomed to like mommy, you know, because I graduated during COVID, so I've never worked in person, so my cats are so accustomed to like in person, you know, me always being around them. I think if I had like an in-person 9-to-5 job, I think they'd kill themselves. Like, I don't think they'd be able to handle being separated from mommy that much. I don't like these reds though. I think I'm gonna do like blue. Hi, dweeb. What color goes well with blue? I already like, maybe like a blue and purple would be cute. I think that could be a vibe. Like some stuff from this tray. Corporate job is remote. Yes, sir. Yeah, because the company that I work for, you know, they gave up their office space mostly during COVID. They only kept like a tiny office for like storage and stuff. And then, you know, a lot of companies are just like, there's not a point in going back to office. It could be very expensive, especially when they already hired people that like don't live there. Because my company was based out of LA, so it would have to be remote for me, at least, because I was living in Seattle when I started working there, as was one of my other coworkers. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go the blue-purple route for the Step On Me bracelet, because even though when you step on someone that feels like an aggressive action, I want it to be like, I want it to feel, how do I say, like, I want them to be calmed by the idea of being stepped on. So, yeah. You moved to Seattle with your ex? I did move to Seattle with my ex, yes. Por qué? How many bracelets have you made in this stream? This is my 4th. I feel like this might be my last bracelet, honestly. Like, my back, this sweatshop life, these are the ones I've made so far. This sweatshop life is not for me, man. This is hard. Worryingly growing on you. It's just the meme of the moment, you know. But, you know, if it turns into a movement, I was thinking about doing like steps for charity or something, like make it like $5 and donate it to like a good cause or something. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm gonna do like maybe all clear beads. I think that could look really cute. All clear beads. Oh, and then finish it out with a metallic. Step on me. You not ready to work a manufacturing job? Unfortunately, no, man. I don't think I have it in me. Hi, Akil. Doing it. Oh, yeah. No, I did. You guys have, since I've been streaming for a while, you guys have seen a lot of phases of my life, actually. Pretty interesting. For 2 hours, sweatshop finna lay you off, literally. I know, the sweatshop's like, bitch, hurry the fuck up. Okay, this is too many colors I'm using right now. Okay, I'm gonna do blue, purple, blue, purple, blue. Did you ever stream during work? No, I never did. I actually thought about that. I was like, should I make like a separate co-working channel? Because it's like, you know, I mean, I was just like working, but then, you know, if someone called me for like an impromptu meeting or something, that would be kind of difficult. But I was like, hey, maybe I could just profit off making a co-working channel. But honestly, I'm not too beat up about it, I wouldn't say. Zoomers, no real talent. I know, you're right. Few streamers who did that, they got fired though. Really? But how would they know? Like, who alerted their company that that was a thing? Also, like, if I did that, I wouldn't show my work at all. Okay, these beads look, some of these colors look too similar almost. Extra Emily did that, really? And did she get fired? How they found out? Well, she got really big, right? So I guess that kind of makes sense, like, that they would find out eventually. Okay, how about this metallic color bead? She got fired. Well, it's okay. She's a full-time streamer now. So I'm sure she probably likes doing this more. Okay, cool. I think I found the pattern that I like. So we're gonna do clear. We're gonna do a clear pattern and then finish it off with a metallic. Yeah, don't make another account. No need for feed the Russians. Oh my god. If you guys don't know, like a really long time ago, like years ago, pretty early into my streaming, I made a Genshin separate Twitch account for Genshin, because that's back when I was super obsessed with Genshin. But then like whenever I stream Genshin, I got really low views because like that's just not like why people watch me, and I'm like not that good at it. Well, I did get a lot better though, honestly. But yeah, and then I was like, okay, let me make a separate Genshin account. So I did that, and then like somehow it got hacked. And I never got it back, ever. So the joke is everyone's like, oh my god, the Lychee Streams Genshin account is like, people are saying Russia took it for some reason. I do not know why. Day will come when you run out of things to yap about. I don't think the day will come where I run out of things to yap about as a professional yapper. Because I think, you know, what I yap about at the end of the day is my life. So as long as I'm still out here living and experiencing, hopefully there will always be new things to talk about. That's why I tell you guys I have a hard time. I can't do 2 just yapping streams in a row, because then I'll actually like, nothing new has happened to me since then, so I have a hard time with that. I used to like Genshin, but I don't play more. I definitely prefer watching you yap. Yeah, I think, you know, a future version of me that is like really financially stable and has a lot more free time, I would love to like get back into grinding Genshin or like a game like Genshin, just because I found it was so fun. But I feel like it wouldn't be a great use of time right now, honestly. I think I should just focus on like the stream, like the actual stream. I miss that lore, but I'm following that account. I think it probably still exists, though it's inactive. I think it's called like Lychee Plays Genshin. I mean, you guys are giving the Russians a follow. LOL. It's fine though. I kind of gave up on it before I even really got to it. Okay, step on me is what this is gonna say. Twitch made me addicted to girl yaps. I feel like listening to someone yap, if you like their yap content, can be pretty relaxing. Okay, I'm gonna actually put a few more beads in the middle. I forget that, you know, I'm making a bracelet for a man with these male wrists. What if his wrists are too fat? A lot of chat to always bounce off. Yeah, that's too. Like, I can't imagine, like, being a just chatting streamer and you don't have a chat yet, man. I mean, I feel like it's relatively easy to get a few people to chat, but still. You know, there's a couple times during the Dono-a-thon when I just started streaming and I didn't realize I didn't actually start because I was having, like, a glitch. So I just thought, like, no one was talking to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, did they just abandon me? That's crazy. So I was just trying to talk without anyone talking to me. It was so hard. Male floor mat. That is really good. But alas, I already committed to step on me. Male floor mat. That's also pretty long. But hey, maybe next year, if I go again, I'll make him a male floor mat one. Okay. Step on me. Okay. I think I know I'm gonna do this. Okay, on me. I think I originally saw your stream on one of those OTK top streamer shows. Which one was that? I don't think I've been on an OTK thing before. I've been on like some of the other stuff like Austin show and like stuff like that, but yeah, I know people always tell me they find me from random places. Like a lot of it was like when I used to go on like Sup Caitlin, that was one. Another one was like my cut video. I know a lot of people found me from that despite them not letting us plug ourselves. Like I still have people ask me about that to this day, like over a year later. Maybe I'm misremembering, maybe something else. Do hotel chair, corner hotel chair, cuck chair. It was last year, yeah, maybe it was something like that. With hearts on the side. I'm doing stars because I don't think the heart beads are that cute. But yes, still. Step on, okay. Hold on, let me think. Step on me. All right, guys. You're about to see the creation of the best bracelet ever. Who would wear this bracelet? Would you guys find this too degrading to wear this bracelet? Or are you guys real men that are down for the Cut bracelet? Cut is a YouTube channel. Yeah, Cut is that YouTube channel where they do like those button videos and stuff. How people found you from the Cut video. Yeah, dude, but they still did. They like hunted me down. I think some people found me through like this roundabout way where like Jesse already had a following to a degree because, you know, he's a creator, and then they found me through him, and they found like my Twitch through that. Like I said, it's a very roundabout way. Also, guys, I literally hear my roommate drinking, and I'm like, bitch, at this time we're literally about to fly out. Crazy. I like your attempt at reverse psychology. Thank you. I'm trying my best, D-Day. I don't want to mislead the dommies. That's very true. That's selfish of them not let you plug yourselves on Cut. I mean, they're all really nice there. I don't think they're trying to be selfish, even though Jubilee does allow that. I think it's maybe like if you're like a whack-ass person, and they do always like find the craziest people on there, they don't want you to like misrepresent them or anything. But oh my god, dude. Follow my Instagram, by the way, guys. I put it up there because I'm almost at 10K and I want to hit 10K. And, you know, if we were allowed to plug on Cut, I feel like I would have hit that then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, guys. I hope this bracelet fits his wrist. So I can stalk. Why make it so hard? I know, right? Why do they make it so hard? Here to ask a question. Since you live in Seattle, have you ever been on a Cut video? Would you ever go on one? It's not like that hard to get on them, I feel like. Okay, cute, guys. Cutesy. So glad I didn't do the Dami Mommy red. I would have done red if I could have done a red and black theme, but we don't have any beads of said color. I got another idea. Oh my god, no. Please, please. I can't keep sweatshopping like this. Didn't at least list contestants' description. Nope. Because I had a friend the first time I was on a Cut video, she asked like, hey, can we plug? And they're like, nope, we don't do that. So they specifically don't do that. I mean, like, you can comment your Instagram in the comments, which I did, and, like, some people found me through that. But unless that comment gets boosted and gets pushed to the top, like, it's not really gonna work. My wife's boyfriend's bracelet, that is funny. Yeah. 12 on each side. I did 10 on each side, but it's because I had more words in the middle. So I think that kind of evens out as well. This will fit him. I mean, it's an elastic. 24 beads like Tilly requested. I don't think it's exactly 24 because it depends on what words you have in the middle, you know? Is that a necklace? No, it's not a necklace. LOL. How big is his wrist? I don't know, man. He can always wear it as an anklet if it's, you know, too big. We're gonna be at a pool party anyways, so like there's some anklet opportunities there. Had and I wouldn't. I'm not being paid enough. 100 for a video, 1 million views is criminal. Well, it's not about the payment. You do it for the experience. The money's nothing. I don't think I do good on that platform. I be myself too much. Well, that's kind of the point. They want people who are like jarring and like unapologetically themselves. That's why I was on there. Okay, guys. Here we are. Cute. So cute. So this is for Dilly, the resident cuck of Twitch. Step on me. Wow, this is huge. This may be too big because I put too many words in the middle. Step on me. He may have to wear, but honestly, I think it makes sense if he wears a step on me anklet. Corporate slave, LOL. Her candy necklace with a kazoo. I'll guess your height, 5'10". I'll say a fact about myself. Tootsie Pops fucking suck. Whoever ate those as a kid, those are ass. Ooh, meow. Are ankles typically bigger than bracelet anklets? Yeah. I mean, your ankles are bigger than your ankles are bigger than your wrists, aren't they usually? Hydrate. Cheers. Who's taking care of a couch? Just one of my friends who lives nearby. Close. What's the answer? Okay, guys. These are my final bracelets that I made today. So let me walk you guys through. So first we made Brittany Griner for my friend who loves Brittany Griner and who's horny for Brittany Griner. This one's a bit too big for a girl. So like I said, she may need to just wear it as like an anklet. But she actually likes anklets, so that's fine. Then I made this one. This is probably the most simple one. Squirter. Very cute. You know, I did little sea colored theme. We got the sea foam, the sea water, all that. This is super cute. Love it. I wish we had like more decorative charms, but it's okay. Squirter. Then I made this one for myself, but maybe I'll part with it depending on the person, which says huge cuck. And I love the colors. So cutesy, so pretty. The pinks and the lilacs. And then lastly, we made this one for Dilly. It says step on me because he likes to get stepped on. And he didn't tell me what colors he wanted, so I just went with blues and purples. I mean, I feel like this looks nice. Gender neutral. I mean, I don't think colors are gendered, but yeah. Yay. Cute. Cutesy. So yeah, which one is your guys' favorite of all my bracelets? This is 3 hours of hard labor right here. So difficult. Spare cord in case you have to adjust the size. There is no adjusting the size. It's GG. They're tied. They're cut. It's over. Tip you surprised. Yeah, upstream. Brittany Griner's my favorite. Good man. Good man. I like the pink one, but I'm biased. You do like pink. So that does make sense. If flight wasn't canceled, when would you have made those? I just wouldn't have made them, probably. Unless one of my other friends had stuff to make them. I mean, like, I didn't need to make these, you know. I just did it for fun and everything. I like making candy, but it's, like, a lot more laborious than people feel like it is. Like, there are some people, for every fucking festival, they're making, like, fucking, like, 10 of these. I'm like, okay, calm down, bro. Like, stop unemployment maxing with the bracelets. But the step on me for the colors, but the cuck one is the best. See, I'm gonna wear this on the airplane tomorrow. I'll be like to the stewardess, I'll be like, can I get sparkling water? She's gonna be like, oh my. No, I'm kidding. Or something like that. But yeah, cute. Cute. I'll definitely be... I have to remember, guys, to bring this to the morning show tomorrow for Dilly. I will try and send a picture in Discord of him wearing it. Maybe of me stepping on him while he wears it. And you guys would have seen the start of this. How perfect. How truly perfect. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu yap. I think it's so funny, dude, because like I keep saying like, this is the last stream before EDC. Like, goddamn, how many last streams before EDC are we gonna have, dude? That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Aw. But anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for coming. I am going to try and clean up. I don't feel like I can sleep before this happens, but like, because I'm leaving for the airport in like 3 hours, but I think I might just try and chill and rest and just like, I don't know, like close my eyes or something like that. Yeah, pre-airport. Because like when I have to wake up at fucking 3 a.m., it's like, what is the point of even going to sleep? I'm gonna start a raid. We're gonna raid my friend Yane. Hehe. But yeah, so we'll see. But anyways, like I said possible maybe stream tomorrow night for an IRL, but it's unlikely. But I'll let you guys know. But the next set in stone stream will be Monday. I'm gonna do a Vegas IRL Monday night. So keep lookout for that. You know, check Discord announcements, check Instagram stories, all that stuff. Sorry, long break of streaming, but I think I'm gonna be like dead these next couple days. But anyways, friends, thank you guys so much for coming to this impromptu stream. I promise this is actually the last stream before I fly out. So I will see you guys most likely Monday, maybe a bit sooner. I will see you guys later. You know, if I know most of you guys aren't at EDC because most people don't rave, but if you do and you see me, say hi. I know one person's gonna be at the same party as I am tomorrow. So bye guys, had fun. I will. Bye.